comrades, today is February 25, 2026, and the current time is 2018. The temporary order requiring all paperwork to be laminated has been rescinded temporarily. The order is expected to resume within a fortnight. That concludes today's announcements.
この番組はご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りします。
Whoa, it's me. I'm alive, and I'm here to stream. Isn't that crazy? Okay, let me put the game on before I forget, and then we'll actually talk about what the heck is happening here. I was supposed to actually start the stream by going like, Привет, товарищи, or whatever they say in Russian, because I don't speak a lick of Russian. That's like the only words I know, which is basically, hello, comrades, how are all of you doing today? Let me actually put the game BGM on so we can have something to listen to. How are all of you doing? I am probably the #1 workers and resources Soviet Republic streamer by default of being there's not many people streaming in this category in the first place, and I happen to be the only VTuber who does it, so by default I am the coolest streamer playing this game right now. Isn't that great? By winning by default. Anyways, how are all of you? Congrats to Ray for being first, and who else is here? Hello Funbound and VR and Zoingo and Kev and Goldenrod and Greywind. Okay, yes, Greywind. I will say, I was super surprised when I saw that San Batavian Republic got updated literally a day after I was talking about it, because I'm pretty sure I was talking about it yesterday, and I'm like, yeah, it'd be great to play it again, like play Star Sector when it's ready to go, and then it's just, oh, okay, I guess it's ready now. So I think we'll be doing some Star Sector probably next week. I'm kind of tempted to be like, you know what, I feel like we should return back to Waifu Sector and let's go install all the cool anime mods to really emphasize the sheer absurdity of things. I still don't understand what that means, because I see that's like always mentioned all the time in like Whiskey's community, and I have no idea what it means. I'm pretty sure it's something to do with SPR or Star Sector, but I don't know, because I think it has something to do with like the white-haired whiskey model, something like that. I'm not 100% sure. Anyways, let's get started. So if you don't know what this game is, welcome to Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. It's a Soviet city builder. I haven't played this game in a very long time, but it's been on the list of things that people want me to play, so I figured, okay, we'll play it. One thing to note is we're going to be doing... Garm, I guess, gifted me one of the DLC for this game, and I think Garm really wanted to see me play with the DLC, so we're gonna play the DLC. I know Garm's not here right now, but that's fine. So we're gonna start in the magical realm of let's see, I don't have the maps DLC. There's like a lot of different weird maps you can play with, but we're gonna not do any of these. We're gonna do I think we're gonna start with a map that has villages. We'll do the Asian map. I think that sounds fun. Actually, no, let's do... Actually, yeah, we'll do the Asian map. And then, basically, all this DLC does is that it adds additional start dates, like significantly earlier start dates. I believe the base game, you can start as early as 1960, which is kind of like, you know, post-Soviet, or, you know, post-World War II Soviet development, essentially rebuilding after the Great Patriotic War. But now I can start as early as 1920, which essentially means I have even less technology to work with, and I'm sure there are events that will require us to deal with the shock of, say, to the market of World War II around the 1940s and things like that. So I really have no idea how this is gonna pan out. I figure this will go fairly poorly, but we will try this anyways. For this, we're going to try... Okay, we're going to try this on... I think I want to do it on medium. I think hard was kind of tempting, but some of this might be a little difficult. We will not be doing... We're going to do like a modified custom. We're not doing realistic mode, and we will have to deal with waste. Fires, we're not going to make that as much. And I think the only thing I wanted is to reduce the amount of... I guess we'll have to deal with seasons? Maybe, I don't know. Wait, is seasons on medium and is on hard? Okay, so we'll do... I think what we'll do is we'll have a little bit more money so I can build things, and we'll adjust most of these down a little bit, so it's not too bad. Other than that, I think most of this is fine, but we'll be starting in 1920. Anyways, how have all you been otherwise? I'm a little hungry right now, so if I stream like a little early, it's because I'm like, I haven't eaten anything since about 8 hours ago, and the last thing I ate, I kid you not, was a Costco hot dog, which was pretty good. I actually liked it, but I was like, man, I'm hungry. So, and I don't like eating on stream is the other thing too to keep in mind. Anyways, we'll try this out and we'll see how this goes on 1920. But yeah, I think we'll be doing some Star Sector next week. I'm very happy that UAF got a new update. SBR is updated, which means I can probably try out all the other new stuff that I've been wanting. And obviously, Genomes mod is now something that I'm aware of is available for me to play with. So there's going to be a lot of fun things to do in the realm of Star Sectoring. And yeah, I don't know if does SBR have a storyline attached to it? I know UAF has a story that I've never really done, but it might be kind of fun to try it out. I can't wait until I maybe eventually get to work more on the Nekograd mod and we can actually get something done for that, but I'm so distracted by a bajillion other projects that it's not really feasible. I've been spending a lot of time like over the past few days just kind of like poring over different things to do in Japan and trying to look at lodging. I booked a $2,000 room at a ryokan in Kobe today, except I didn't pay for it. I'm paying for it with credit card points because I've somehow earned enough of that to actually just book the dang thing from the start. The South Economic Alliance Treaty Organization shall go on the percent. Is that what you call it? The seat? Is that UAF and SBR? Nekograd is not even anywhere near that. Nekograd is all the way in the west side, I think. No, that's one night. That's a one-night stay at a ryokan in Kobe. I didn't pay $2,000. I'm paying strictly on points. But it's really cool. Yeah, I basically was like, "Hey Ray, I'm booking this," and she's like, "What?" And she's like, "Okay." Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm willing to splurge out on a cool experience every now and again, and this just happens to be what it was. Any day now, this game is gonna load, right? Any day now. Any day now, this game's gonna actually load in, right? And then we can do things. Also, I've been playing a lot of Rabbit and Steel again. I actually finally beat Extra Hard, or Extra Stages Hard, which was so nice. Oh, it was great. I finally completed the dang thing. Any day now, this is gonna load. Initializing all of our vehicles. Anyways, yeah. So I've been like looking at all these other things to do, like food to eat, things to visit. I can visit if we're going to Kobe, I can visit the Fate Bridge. Like, I don't know if anyone ever like watched Fate or paid attention to any Fate media, but it takes place in Fuyuki City, which I guess is kind of based off Kobe. And there's like a bridge that's very prominent in Kobe, or that looks exactly like the Fuyuki Bridge, and it's great. What do you mean I'm a weeb? Listen, yes, I know that's very obvious, but it's totally okay to go on pilgrimages to holy anime sites. Like, if we had time, I would say we should go to Orai, which is a very small town in the first place, just because it's where Girls und Panzer takes place, and they really lean into the whole Girls und Panzer like iconology all around their little town, and it's great. Hi, Kahila, how are you? Hello, Airman. Yes, I love Girls und Panzer is one of my favorite franchises. I cannot wait until the movies are fully done. And if they ever do like a final grand finale concert, I'm going to find a way to scrounge the money I need to go to that concert. I will go. I must experience the Girls und Panzer grand finale concert. Oh my god, it's finally loading. Wow, that took forever. Welcome, comrades, to beautiful little Soviet territory where things are happening. We have some amount of money, though not very much. And it is here, 1920 February. It's cold, very cold. It's, we are bordered by NATO on this, I don't know where the map is. We are bordered by Soviet lands to south and west, and NATO filthy NATO countries to north and east. I can't keep doing this voice. I'm gonna drive someone crazy. Kimono Friends Season 1 is actually good, okay? I love Kimono Friends. I'm so sad that Kimono Friends Season 2 was a disaster and no one ever pays attention to Kimono Friends anymore. When I was in Japan in 2017, the Kimono Friends Cafe was actually open, but I didn't get a chance to go in because I didn't know you had to, like, reserve, and I was so sad. I was like, I really wanted to go to it, but alas, I could not. Frame 10, mid-screen command grab. That's why the UN doesn't exist in 1920s. Listen, it's okay. We're just gonna call them filthy Western countries. Well, if not NATO, why have funny NATO symbolism? Look, it has the NATO compass. Crazy. Filthy, disgusting Western capitalistic pigs. We don't like pigs. Oh my god, it's China. Okay, so China's on this side with Jiangjiang. And yeah, actually, well, yeah, this is basically, now that's Korea. Kaesyeong. Where's the Soviet cities? Seoje. Chandiskil. Oh my god. Oh wait, I think it's because I picked a Siberia map, right? So it's basically gonna be, we're doing Chinese Sovietism, I guess. Alright, anyways, let's get figure out where I'm gonna build. I actually have no idea, like, what's the correct way to start this off. So obviously we have a lot of very... Okay, so I guess we're in Asia. So we're more like Chinese communists than Soviet Chinese. So I guess we'll try this out. People who like Pavilion and KF3 and the VTubers. Oh, it's a KF4 because VTuber group's KFV. What's Koyo? Wait, what are we talking about here? Hold on. What's KF3? King of Fighters 3? Oh, is that what we're talking about? I've never really played King of Fighters. Should we reload until we can get into a more I think we need to go into a Soviet theme. I don't think I want to do Chinese themed. I like the map, but ultimately I want to do a like Chinese or Russian Soviet, not Chinese Soviet. So we're gonna go back to the menu. Yeah, we're gonna reload this. Sorry. I hope you're ready to load more. Oh, Kimono Friends, not King of Fighters, a Killing Floor. What do you mean? Was there a Kimono Friends 3? What do you mean there's a Kimono Friends 3? We'll do... Oh yeah, because that's the Asian map, that's why. Alright, let's do... I guess we'll do St. Petersburg. This one came with the DLC, so that's fine. We'll do St. Petersburg. We'll do we'll do the custom, so I think we'll set this to easy, reasonable, buildings only, normal amount of fires. I think most of these other ones are fine. Start at 1920. That's okay. Yeah. Yeah, we're doing Nekograd again. We're just gonna keep going. We're just gonna keep farming the Nekograd concept into oblivion until we can create the Nekograd cinematic universe. The NCU, the rival to the MCU. Where a lot of Soviet Union got Tanatuva. I don't want to go to Tanatuva. Get me out of there. King 4 was one of the manga. I didn't actually realize there was that much Kimono Friends. I know there was mobile games, but I never played any of the Kimono Friends mobile games. Oh, this map is kind of nice. Oh, it's flat. Ooh. Map is like super flat. Oh, it's literally just St. Petersburg. Okay. So there is a lot of empty areas in which basically you already have a predefined area to build in. I've not actually seen this map before, but it is kind of divided into smaller townships. Like we've got Kiroviskia, and then obviously we've got a large part of St. Petersburg, like this giant old St. Petersburg Cathedral. Is there a Picross app on the Switch? I didn't know there was a Picross app on the Switch either. The NCU, North Carolina. No, the Nekograd Cinematic Universe. I don't think I like this map. Mostly because I don't really want a predefined city layout like this, so we're not going to do this. Sorry, I know it sucks like watching me like pick and choose maps, but I really want to find a map that I can vibe with. So that's the whole reason why. I think what we'll do is we'll do Eastern Europe medium hills is probably fine, I hope. This should be okay. Also tomorrow, I have no idea what we're doing on tomorrow. We'll do a vote, but my guess is that people are probably going to vote for Menace instead of Hoi 4. Those are probably going to be the two games that we're going to throw on the list. You actually have a funny anecdote about Kimono Friends Picross. What is your anecdote? Alright, this map is fine, because we've got... Oh my god. A lot of these are not letters you find in... I'm gonna mispronounce every single one of these. Serkakova, Rovinia, Krasna, Donian. Yeah, I'm gonna mispronounce every single one of these. You know what? I think I like one of the default maps. I know which map I'm gonna do. Sorry. I know, it sucks. Let me just pick a map to vibe with. We're just gonna vibe with one of the Soviet Revolution. I like this map. This map's good. Okay. You are watching TJ Henry Yoshi Mario something in game. One point was really getting friendly because we still had low limit of friends online. Oh yeah, I mean Nintendo's online game system is like super outdated compared to how a lot of other games do it. All right, welcome to. Oh my gosh, yeah, this is we're in Poland now, but this is fine because I like it because we have islands, we have ocean. There's a lot of things that we can work with. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We gotta get set up somewhere. Also, I'm gonna turn off this music at some point because I'm gonna just go crazy. Okay, I think we're gonna start around We're gonna start around the city of Rodnindilna because it has access to power, so we can import power. And we can also get some goods straight from the city area. I think what we'll do is we'll pick a small city to kind of be like our staging ground. We could take this one, or we can take something else. We also need to figure out like where the minerals are. Unfortunately, we don't have easy access to knowing where all the different stuff that we kind of want is, so we're gonna do that first. For example, getting an iron mine would be pretty good. Unfortunately, we don't have the nice iron mine. We have the really old janky iron mine. And finding out where there's iron is going to be difficult because I can only do it by doing this. I went through the people who know online, want to check if they knew them or played together something you cared about, and there's some guys that just happen to have playing friends. Yeah, talks about that still a draft, but he didn't count for most of yours. Just for Agent Weaves and Kimono Friends as your password. I mean, Kimono Friends is just a really good franchise, honestly. Okay, let me rephrase. I like Kimono Friends. My biggest issue with Kimono Friends, unfortunately, is what happened to that franchise. I don't know if anyone here like knows what happened to Kimono Friends, but essentially Kimono Friends was like a franchise I think Square Enix had, and it was like a mobile game, right? So it's not super exciting stuff, but they decided we're gonna try making an anime out of it, and it's like, oh, okay, where's this gonna go? So they tried to make an anime, and it was, from a purely technical standpoint, it was pretty bad. Like, it was really, really bad. But it was okay because people fell in love with it. Like, if you look it up, it's basically like really bad. It looks like a lot like really bad net animation, right? But that was kind of the whole vibe of Kimono Friends. Okay, so there's iron here. How far are we from Virginia? So if I do that, how far would I have to commute? How far am I allowed to commute workers into the mines? Or do we just focus on food? Food keeps us alive. I guess we do food first, and then we can work from there. So what ended up happening is, like, people fell in love with the Kimono Friends, like, what Kimono Friends was. Because you could tell it was made with a lot of love, right, the anime. But what ended up happening is when they were going to make season 2, they kicked the original director out for some reason. I can't remember the exact specifics of why, but they're like, yeah, he's just not in the project anymore. He's gone, and people were very unhappy. I think his name was like... No, I think his name was like Tatsuki or something, because I remember the rallying cry for the fans of Kimono Friends was like, no Tatsuki, no Tanoshi, which was like a common saying back then, like Tanoshi being like, you know, no... What's the word I'm thinking of here? Like, no Tatsuki, no Tanoshi, no Tatsuki, no fun, is kind of like what it meant. Because or no happiness, I think is the better way to describe it. No happiness without Tatsuki. And he was like the main person. Okay, so if we do iron, we're near the border of Zanin. We're actually near this border of the west, and where's the eastern border? The problem is the nearest eastern border is over here, which is not really ideal, but it might be workable for now. It's not ideal, but I think it'll be fine. Okay, so I think we're gonna start somewhere here. We'll take yeah, this is fine. I think Willet will be kind of our... We're gonna rename this. But yeah. We made advertisement deals with the characters. Oh, and what? Square Enix wasn't happy about that? They're like, how dare you do advertising campaigns without our express permission? Like that type of deal? Alright, we're gonna build small factory here. I don't know how many of these I'm allowed to have. Can I have multiple? Oh, I guess if you have too many, it's not, the game's not gonna be happy. Okay, so we'll put one. We can probably put a second one here. Okay, and let me see if I remember how to do this. It's been like a hot minute since I played this. Okay, we'll do one for now, and then I need to do... We'll need to process the iron ore into steel, and then once you get the steel, you can export the, You need electricity. Create iron... Oh, okay, wait, so this creates iron out of iron ore, and then it creates mixed waste that then has to be destroyed. Okay. Okay, why don't we do this? Why don't we do food first? Okay, so we're going to utilize the city of... Okay, we're going to use the city of Vilis as our main area. We're going to rename this. We're going to call this Nekograd Prime. It'll be where all great things begin. Okay, so then we need to start setting up our basic infrastructure. So what do we actually need? And then Yayo's Rose, who tried to get a voice actor, said apologize for going along with it. Nadia Zatsuka Karakawa don't help. They had gotten a lot of stuff due to Grape Kun stuff. Oh, I do remember Grape Kun. Oh man, Grape Kun was such an interesting concept, or like thing that happened too. Oh. Okay, is there a correct way to build this? I should probably look at a guide. I feel like this is one of those games where you kind of need a guide. Jesus Christ. So why don't we do small fields? It's like not flat. Like you can tell the topology is just like super rough. Oh my god, there's like nowhere to build food. So what if we do... Okay, here's my thinking. What if we do farms out here? Because this land is relatively flat. You could probably do like the giant fields like this. Here's my thinking. Why don't we build some roads? Oh, yeah, we don't have we can build asphalt. I guess asphalt did exist at this point in time. But it is pricey to build. So maybe we'll just rely primarily on... We will be building horses if I remember how this works. Yeah, you can actually do horses. Which is going to be really awful, honestly. Horses are really bad. Bus stations, small parking. Okay, so yeah, you can build horse centers, I guess is the best way to describe it. I thought you can, but I'm not really sure how this works. Like you can build a horse veterinarian, and a carpenter shop. I'm not really sure how this works. It's been a hot minute, like I said. Why don't we start with something simple? Let's build a quick road. We'll make it out of... Because you need to be within walking distance, and this is not really growable area. Okay, here's my thinking. Why don't we do something like this? We're gonna take this area. We're gonna take a nice road. I think there was a way you could... I thought there was a way you could lock it to angles, but I can't remember. Near snap, underground, topography. How do I do this? Go from wireframe. Hold on, let me look at a guide. It's been so long since I played this title. But people wanted to see this game again, so I was like, alright, sure. Evidence-based guidelines for success, a systemic review of available literature. No, I don't want literal Soviet literature on how to build my city. This entire city is gonna be vibes-based. We're doing a vibes-based Soviet city, okay? That's where we're at now. I could have sworn there was a way to hook this into... Like, there's a way to follow the grid. I just can't remember. Was it R? No. I think it might be, other controller R. We'll try it. Alright, we'll do this. Also, Ray's been obsessed with, like, this visual novel for, like, the past couple days. It's kind of interesting watching her go crazy. Like, she's almost going feral about it. I guess this is fine. I don't really know how to hook this in. Oh, yeah, look at that. It's gonna be awful. Alright, and then... should be able to just plop down some fields to get some food going. Oh, yeah, look at how big that thing is. Can't build it to infrastructure. How do I make this... Okay. I forgot this... Wait, what do you mean can't build this on water? There's no water here. Is there a lake here? This thing is so finicky. Okay. Alright, there we go. We'll try this. Only been since Valentine's, it's not a couple days. Okay, so it's been like a week or so that Ray's been slowly becoming more feral about this game. It's kind of interesting to see. Right, I think we can build a road possibly that flows... Oh, I have to do wireframe twice. Okay, that's why. We can build a road that flows up through here, and that's probably an easier way than routing around here. So, let's see. I think we're going to take the road tool, and we're going to try to... Let's see, here's the road. Let's see, some other... Okay, so that's... It doesn't like that. Okay, it doesn't like me trying to build out... She's playing, what's the name of the VN, Ray? Okay, so how do I rotate this? I can't remember how this works. Okay. Okay, so I think we can follow this route here. And this should be fine. Sound of Madness. How much of this have you played, Ranu? I cannot remember how to angle or put a curve into my roads, which is driving me nuts. I guess there's not really a way to do that then. I don't remember how to play this. All right, we'll do this. Oh, scroll wheel. I'm a fool. It's right there. The option's literally right there. Okay. Okay, then we can go curve around here. Our Life Beginning in All Ways is the name of it. I don't think Ray is terribly interested in Katawa Shoujo, so I'm not going to make Ray play the Cripple VN. That's not... If she doesn't want to play the Cripple VN, I'm not going to be like, you should play the Cripple VN. That's not appropriate for me to ask of that. All right, here we go. So we've created a secondary access point, I guess. Okay, what else do Soviet citizens normally need? Okay, so... We need a way to pull the citizens from Nekograd Prime all the way in. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to also make a straight road like here. Let's say... Wait, is it not like me building... Is this not a legitimate road? Huh? Oh, is this... Wait. Is this not a real road? No, it is. Wait, why can't I hook into it? I can't hook into that. That's super odd. Why am I not allowed to hook into this road? Hello, Junapon. It's a path. Oh, it's a stupid pedestrian path. Got it. Maybe we just build a new city. What if we just build a new city instead of trying to hook into Nekograd Prime? That might be feasible. Or if I just destroy everything and just rebuild it from scratch? Would that work? Because it's a citizen path. Okay. Yeah. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Just modded makes in Soviet Russia joke mirror logic. Maybe. I have no idea. So your friends have been going over Scarlet Hollow. What's Scarlet Hollow? Alright, in that case, let's see here. Alright, maybe we create a new settlement instead of relying on this one. If I made a new settlement, where would I put it? Actually, no, I'm just, screw this. I have a better idea. We're just gonna... If I destroy every building, what happens? Actually, it's not the worst idea. Let me think. If I repurpose this, right? So it's already got walking areas. All it would need is a bus stop nearby in which people could use. So if they're within walking distance to a bus stop, they could walk to work over there. Maybe I have an idea. Oh, Super Jank idea. You've been meaning to grab that one, been loving watching Punches play through. Oh, what is Scarlet Hollow, by the way? I've not played it. Let's try this. Okay, so I have an idea. Why don't we do this? We're gonna make our own brand new grid. This game is not even modded and it just crashed out of nowhere. Hello? It just crashed. I didn't do anything. I swear I'm not doing anything. It's not modded, okay? I didn't do a single thing wrong. All right. Thankfully, we have autosaves. God, last time I played this was 2025. Oh my goodness. I'm so good at this, I swear. I am the best streamer. All right. Oh no, I have to rebuild my stupid road again. All right. I think this was a gravel road. All right, let's try this again. So now I remember how this works. Okay. Now we're gonna pull the topography map and we're gonna do this. 3 months ago, not... No, let me rephrase, Ranu. January 2025, specifically. So it's been about a year. Okay, so it doesn't like me trying to hook into this, which is really funny. Okay. Is that a turkey emote? What is that emote? Let's try this. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna just try to build... We're gonna start developing our primary settlement. We're gonna just try to hook into the main road. We're gonna follow our own path by following the grid. I like the grid. I will obey the grid. The grid will not hurt me. All right, the grid is my friend. I will trust in the Soviet grid. Okay, we must all trust in the great Soviet grid. Okay, and then all right, so then from here, all right, I forgot it's not like city skylines where you can just kind of break. Okay, that should be fine. All right, so we'll have that rebuilt, and then this entire neighborhood's getting demolished, I think. The main problem, again, is that it's all footpaths, which is not ideal. I need something else. No idea what that emote is supposed to be. It's such a weird emote. Looking at it, what is that? Jabasted? Oh, it's jabated, but a turkey, because you're getting jabasted. That's horrifying. That's horrifying. Okay, so then we have a couple citizens already living in here, but they all suck. Also, we need power, so I guess... I think for now, we'll just import power, so we don't have to build our own network. I know I can get power from... let's see, where is it? Zanin, I think, has a... Yeah, here. Valisbian has a power grid that we can connect into, so we'll need that. Okay, how does this work again? Okay, so we need to probably hook it into... So I think what we'll do... So we'll put a switch, like, right around here. I'm trying to remember how this works. Okay, so I think we do a... We need a substation. Yeah, so we need a substation somewhere here. We could put it here. Okay. So if I put a substation here, and then, you know, maybe, I think I'll actually leave this neighborhood alone, and we'll upgrade it as we go. I think that's how I think it'll be more fun that way. I'll put an electric substation here, and I need to build a path that connects this together. Ah, look at that. Perfect. And then if I press play, it should start building, right? Okay, please don't break on me. Okay. Look at that. Slowly, everything's gonna build. It's gonna rip through all of our money, though, so we gotta be a little careful how much we spend. God, I forgot this music is just, like, nonsense. This music actually will drive me insane. Oh my god, okay, so we gotta get workers over to the farm now, too. Okay, so we need to find a way to get to the farm. Is gonna be the hardest problem. I don't know what the max walking distance for a worker is, but whatever it is, that farm's a little far. So why don't we try to... Do we want to bus the workers over to the farm? It is very Soviet core, but doesn't make it any easier to listen to. It'll drive me crazy. Labor pickup hall. Oh, that's really funny. It's literally just a building where it will pick up dear Soviet workers to send them to the fields. Now, the problem is that... wait, how does this work? Okay, wait, I have an idea. Okay, so I think what we'll do is we're going to turn this area into Soviet field, worker fields. So I'm going to put a collector here, I think is correct. No, we're not going to call it a bus station. It's a labor hall, pickup hall. That's what it is. And then I need to see what this actually looks like when it's built, so let me just fast forward a little bit. Oh my god, I'm just ripping through my money. Okay, so how does this work? Okay, so this is essentially needs power, cannot be reached by a residential factory building, there's no road path or footpath. Okay. As far as I can tell, this is basically the equivalent of a bus station that can hold up to 200 citizens. That's fine, because then I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to put the same thing, like, right here. A labor pickup hall. As long as within walking... Oh, you know what? Wait a second. Is this not hooked in? Ah, shoot. It might not be built. Oh, it actually didn't build a road. That's so funny. Okay. Okay, it's too late for sowing. Winter's well, it's because it's February. Okay, so that's fine. We have this built. Now I need to hook this into path. So we're gonna just try to start doing... So we're gonna upgrading the paths so that we're not, like, poor. Alright, we have a little bit of, you know, class here. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna demolish... I'm gonna start straightening up a lot of these roads. A lot of these roads are disgusting. They're inefficient. They're signs of the past, you know? Let's get rid of that. I should get rid of these roads, too. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have more clean roads that follow the grid. We all must worship the great grid. Alright, the grid will keep us safe. The grid will keep us warm. Alright, all hail the great grid. Okay, so then I can go probably something like this. That's really... Okay, wait, hold on. What do you mean I can't make this a nice curve? Okay, I guess I'm not allowed to make this a simple 90-degree curve. For some unholy reason, it's not letting me. That's strange. Okay. Oh my gosh. Also, hello, son. How are you doing? You like Soviet city builders? Soviet city builders are definitely a game that exists. A genre of titles. It looks so bad. I'm just trying to hook these two up. I want it to work. Okay, hold on. Let's try this again. I'm going to be actually bothered if I can't make this look nice. I give up. That's fine. I give up. The Supreme Soviet doesn't want me to have a nice looking pathway, I guess. Okay, and by doing this, how big are my houses? So we can build just... Oh my god, who's ready for commie blocks? Ah, yes, my favorite type of building, the Great Commie Block. Or we could do the smaller ones. There's actually a lot of small options here. These hold up to 90 workers. These hold up to 140. I think we'll do the medium ones. I like the medium-looking ones. Yeah, actually, hold on, that's fine. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, if I do this right, is we're gonna build another pathway, flow around here, and then we'll hook into this. Okay, that's fine, I guess. And then we're just gonna see how many of these I can put down. I think we're just gonna make them look all the same, but I'm kind of curious what the other options are. There's no easy way to, like, pick through different ones. God. On the 50, 110, 72, 80, 65. Is there any, like, that just look like a square? I think we'll do... Oh, that's a little big. Okay, this one's like 50. That might be fine. Okay, we'll try this one. So I'm gonna do... We'll do 1, 2, and then we'll do it... Let's see, so... I think we'll space it out a little bit, like this. Is that lined up correctly? Yes. And then... Because again, we're a planned city builder, so we can actually make this look as pretty as we can, and it's going to be great. Let's see. So, for example, the reason I'm doing this, I can do it like this. And then... Actually, hold on. Maybe the correct thing to do... How do I demolish this? Let's see, if I do it like this... I think if you build the... If you build that first, and then you build... It'll auto-hook in. Perfect. No. You can make it pretty. You just have to have the willpower to make it pretty. I'm just gonna delete both of these real fast. Get rid of these little straggling bits, and then just rotate it to the back. I just realized there's only one entry point in each of these. Ah, look at that. That's gonna be so horrible to look at. All right, they need food, so we can put a simple restaurant. Very simple, fine Soviet dining experience. We'll need road access, I believe. So I think what we'll do is we'll try to create like a small... Oh, actually, yeah, I kind of like this. Okay. So we're going to try to build in a simple pathway. Again, working with paths is actually a lot different from what I'm used to. I normally don't just do paths. Oh, shoot. Okay, so... That's annoying. Okay, so hold on. What if we do like this, and then... Because then you can create the right angle that you need like that. Like that, I think is fine. They have, say, landscaping for absolute last they got around it all. Conrad, looking at the pretty rather than functional has to disempower the working class by pushing them to complete a nonsense job in which the blocks are as functional and souls as possible for the good of people in party. We're gonna do both. We can be pretty, but also brutalist. There can be beauty in brutalism architecture. Whether or not it's good beauty is, you know, entirely subjective, but, you know, there is an option. What else do people need? They need alcohol. So we can either put a very small kiosk, which still needs road connection, which is really funny. Or we can put a pub. I guess a pub makes more sense. Okay, there's no way to hook this in here, is there? Okay, I think if I turn off the snap to grid, I can probably finagle it in here. It's not. Okay. So in that case, let's turn the... Again, trying to build within the confines of a grid is actually a little difficult. I know what you're saying, though. Soviet brutalism architecture is kind of interesting, but it is somewhat silly. Okay. Get rid of this, and then hopefully I can build a pub in there. Cannot build due to infrastructure. What infrastructure? There's no infrastructure in here. Hello? I don't know. It doesn't like being put here. Oh, wait. Ah, there we go. All right. Okay, so that solves that problem. Okay, then I need to find a way to hook all this together in our very janky system of paths, I guess. Okay, so I think if I just dismantle this... I think part of the problem is, again, this is very specific that I have to work with. Okay, there we go. That leaves a small green space, which I think realistically, if I were to design this, I would probably put a park. If the music drives you crazy, let me know and I will gladly switch it around, because I think it's going to drive me crazy too, so don't worry. If it drives you nuts, please tell me. I will gladly change. Oh, we can put a... Oh, we can put a nice... a tank monument? Hello? Ah, finally, come gaze upon glorious Soviet tank as you consume glorious food. What is getting things built when we can build random fountains and other pieces of excess to show off how cool we are? This looks so awful. All right. Oh, we need to run power. Okay, so I believe this is a high voltage line, right? Over at... There you go, toilet. Welcome back, Kahila, from the toilet. I'm not gonna buy it from filthy from Western countries. We'll buy it from a Siberian foreign power connection. So this is, I believe, a heavy connection. So at the very least, we need 2 steps down. We need to step it down from... Is it a transformer that we need? Okay, so I think if we build a switch... let's see. I think what we'll do is we'll build a switch like right around here, like randomly in the middle of nowhere, but that's fine. If I'm doing this correctly. And then we're going to... We're gonna run the power. Oh my god, we can have different styles, even though they're all kind of whack. Alright, so then I need to run the power line, which is the hard part. Okay, so right here from Siberian. Alright, our favorite part of the game, building power lines. Thankfully, like a normal person, I'm going to follow the road, and not like an insane person who's going to willy-nilly move it around like the mountains for some reason and just cut through metric tons of nature a la Japan. I'm not even joking. I went to Hakone, and it was so funny because I remember I was, with Ray, and I was just kind of like gazing out at the mountains, and you could just see all these power lines up in the mountains that are just like, how do people actually, get up there to repair anything? I thought it was so interesting. Okay, so did I actually hook that up, or did my mouse break? I guess we'll see. I'll let the game run. I want to see if the game will actually build it out. Okay, so I did do it right. Okay, so then we're almost at the switch. The reason we're building a switch is that it allows me to break the... Or I can connect it here, right? And then I can split it into other areas. Okay, so then I need to find a way to get a connection to Nekograd Prime over here. Also, we'll need to find a way to heat up the facilities too, because I didn't realize you have to do that too. Actually, okay, so speaking of VNs, I've not played a VN in a very long time. I think legitimately, like, one of the last ones at least I remember specifically was... Well, actually, I mentioned to Ray that I think the last one I had played was Katawa Shoujo, but I think that was the last romantic one I played. But I did play other ones like Doki Doki Literature Club. That was a game that existed and was very interesting. I don't know if anyone ever played that one. Okay, so then I need a transformer, which I guess we can put down... Would it make sense to put all the power stuff in one area like this? Put a transformer like right there? I guess it would make sense to do this, right? Alright, we'll put our transformer like right next to it, and then thankfully all I have to do is run a power line like this, and then I should be able to run medium lines just randomly over the mountaintops and until we can hook into the road and all that. Sounds like someone played it. Title's too generic. I was gonna say, person enjoyed Ray would like it. Okay, you think Ray would like Scarlet, the one that you guys were talking, Scarlet Hollow? Maybe, I don't know. Ray's a little bit more into playing VNs right now than I am. Like I said, I haven't really played VNs in a while. It's just not my thing. I find myself nowadays playing far more like roguelikes, I think is probably the best way to describe it. I don't know why that came to be, but it's just what I play nowadays. Actually, no, what we're going to do here is I'm going to demolish this. I don't want this line. What I'm going to do, actually, is I'm going to put an electric substation, like, right here. Should be okay, yeah. Or, not substation. I need a switch. So we'll do a very simple switch like this, because then I can run the medium wires into this, and then I can run a underground wire. Might as well just use the most expensive one, and we can hook this into the substation if I do this right. And then I need to make sure we are turning on the importation of electricity from Wrsr. 14 rubles per megawatt. Okay, I have no idea how much we're importing, but realistically we probably don't need that much. We'll do like 3.6. Okay. So what else do we need? So right now the people are complaining that it is... Okay, so we have... There's no power. What do you mean there's no power? I have a switch here. It's without power supply. Did I not hook this up correctly? Okay, hold on. I gotta figure out where the break is. Okay, wait. Is it because I'm not in the right power setting? Let me see here. Okay, so we're importing power. We're gonna put horses in the mines, trust me. How are you doing, Athiana? Welcome to our very strange city builder. Okay, so I have to literally follow the entire network until I can figure out what the heck is causing the breakage in power. Oh my god, I found it. I think it's this. Okay, this is not actually hooked together. That makes it really awkward. Alright, let's try to fix that up. Okay. Good. Okay, so far so good. No breakage in the wires. That's fine. Okay, that's okay. This one is medium connections all around. It is a very strange game, but trust me, it's part of the fun. It's exciting, and by exciting, mate, I hope it's not going to break anything in half. Okay, so we have power now. Now we need... we need to put temperature in here, so it's too cold for them. They're gonna whine and complain until I can make it warm. So we can heat it up with coal, or a heat pumping station. Okay, so you need both anyways. Okay. But yeah, how are you doing? Yeah, I know the citizens demand heat. Without heat, they will freeze to death. Promise, I need to figure out where I'm gonna put the heating thingy. Okay, so wait, hold on. I need a heat exchanger, which I can just thankfully build on the pathways like this. Let me put it over here. Actually, it's not a bad idea to put it like, as long as it's connected to the power, right? Maybe we just put it in the back like this. Oh, you know, that actually looks pretty good. Okay, so we can put a heat exchanger here. Then I need to actually create heat with a heating plant. Now, considering we don't need that much heat, I don't think we need the 140 gigajoules. We'll make a small heating plant. The ones that consume very small amounts of coal. We can even put it like right here too. Please, Commissar, okay. I will provide you heat if you are willing to let me build my glorious heating apparatuses. You must believe in the state, and it shall be done. Okay, so then I'm just gonna... People probably don't want to be living near the pollution-generating heat thing, so we're gonna put it like right here. I think that's fine. Wait. Oh, I don't actually need the heat exchanger, actually. Hold on. I think if I build this right, that should be fine. And then, let me see here. So it's built. Okay, and then I'm gonna allow it to... I think I'm allowed to... I have to force it to import. I don't want dollars. No. We gotta do it with rubles. Okay. Okay, so until we have... I think that's probably fine. Okay, there's a lot of things you have to keep in mind, yeah. Okay, so we're producing... Okay, without drinking water, needs power supply. Wait, what do you mean there's no power supply? Oh, is it too far? I think I might have put it too far from the power. Oh, Jesus Christ, okay. Oh, it is too far. Okay, so I need to then hook this up into power. So probably the easiest solution is I'm just gonna plop down a... I think it's a substation, right? I think I need a substation. Probably can just put a substation like right around... Probably put it like right there. And then all we gotta do is... Well, we'll run an underground wire to hook this up. Okay, that should be fine. Okay. Did I do that right? Okay, so now we need water. We need to find a way to get water to this area. Okay, so we'll extend the road out a little bit. And yeah, there's a lot of things to do. We also have to manage wastewater too, so that's another problem. Okay, so we need a water pumping station. You might as well just build big, right? Oh, no, you need surface water intake or underground water reservoir. Underground water reservoir allows you to store water, but you need to actually generate water with a well or a surface intake. So a surface intake does not produce any trash, but a big well will produce a large amount of mixed waste, which is a problem and does require water or power. It is very complicated, I know. So I guess, assuming we don't ever make this river very dirty, I think Nekograd Prime can take the water from right here. And it should be safe, I hope. I don't know, we'll put like 1 for now. And then you need to pump the water out, and we also need a substation. Well, you know, this is just the reality of a Soviet planned city economy shenanigans. Okay, so then I can put... probably need 2 over here. I think we'll put 1... Jesus, just like... This music is gonna drive me bananas, by the way. I'm already getting sick of it. I'm already getting sick of this music, and it hasn't even been that long since we started stream. It's so Soviet synthcore, I'm going crazy. Who thought this type of music was okay? I'll flip it like this. Yeah, we could put on darker music if we really wanted to. Also, this needs a road connection, so we'll just put an asphalt road like that. Okay. Okay, now how do I actually hook this up? Thank you, Sukunasmer, for the follow. Sukuna ASMR, I think, is actually how it's pronounced. I'm so sorry. Oh. What do you mean I have a Zoomer brain? I do have a Zoomer. I do actually have some Zoomer brain rot. Ray hates it. Every time I talk to Ray, that's just like, yeah, I say some like Zoomer words, and she's like, I can't believe you're a Zoomer. What happened? I'm like, I don't know. I don't know what happened. It's too late for me. It's too late. Okay, so I think what I can do... Probably all I have to do... We're just gonna turn this area into like the utilities section, I guess. This doesn't break anything. Should be fine. I think we can hook in... Like, this is okay? Yeah, it's fine. And then I should be able to just run pipes up there. I don't know if this is fine, but we'll see. We'll run a medium pipe. And then just drag it all the way here, I guess. That's fine. And then with this way it's broken up, I should be able to hook into... Oh, we should probably treat it, shouldn't we? Okay, we know. Realistically, we should probably treat the water. Do they really need clean drinking water? I guess they do. Alright. Let's get them clean drinking water. What is this stream? You've never seen anything like this. What do you mean this stream? Oh, the vertical? Yeah, okay, so you're probably watching in the vertical stream. Don't worry. It's a feature that Twitch has given some people, and I have it there in case someone wants to use vertical viewing. I've never seen anyone that actually wants to watch vertically, though, which is probably kind of funny. I'll just flatten this a little bit. That'll be fine. I'm basically stripping this road out like this. And then we're gonna basically rebuild some of the roads until it's within the parameters that I like. Okay. That's probably fine there. Yeah, so if you're watching on mobile, you can actually watch the stream on vertical view if you want. Would I recommend it? It's up to you if that's something you care about, but it is an option. Okay, so then we can hook these up like that. Okay, so then I probably do need a treatment plant, but maybe I can get away without it for now. Let's see. If the game, if they start complaining, then yes, we'll need to build it. It's for phones, yeah. It's primarily for phones. Okay, yeah, so they're complaining that the drinking water is too poor quality, so I do need to, unfortunately, give them some... I unfortunately do need to give them... I do need to treat the water, or else they're going to complain some more. Alright, how do we do this? Okay, so we can probably just do a small treatment plant. Put in the other utilities, like this whole utilities section here. I think the way we're going to do this is I probably need to run the water... How do I see underground? Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is we're going to run the water through the treatment plant first, and then we'll run it through the... And then we'll run it through the substation, I think, or the distributor. So treatment plant small is needed here. Flatten it up a little bit. I want that mirrored, I think is correct. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's it. I'm trying my best, okay? I'm not aware of the whole Italian brain rot. You know what I am aware of? I'm aware of Japanglish, Toronto, and Japanese. I keep watching that dude's videos, and it's so funny to me. Every time he's like, Wagwan, minasan, or stuff like that. or Kroski-kun, or all this other stuff. I think if I started talking like that to Ray, she'd actually stab me. So in the interest of me not dying, I'm not going to use those words, but it is funny to me. I find it hilarious. But I also am aware that maybe not everyone finds it funny. Is there a way to make this... I guess it's fine. Okay, so I think I can just use a small pumping station. It's fine. It doesn't need to be a big station. I just need a station large enough to do this. Okay, so I think this is going to be super jank, but I think the way this works is... Actually, because it has to be connected to power, right? So if I put it as far away as this, I should be able to redesign my entire pipe network, which is a little annoying because unfortunately making pipes underground is really expensive. I should be able to do like this. Okay, so one, and then this one will hook in over here. Let's go this way. And then we'll build out like this. And then from there, it should be able to hook into this network. And then this will need to acquire some water or some chemicals to function correctly once it's built. So we'll see how this pans out. Japan goes for a Leaf version. What? Yeah, have you not seen it? Hold on. Do I need to pull up the video again? I'll pull it up. I will gladly pull it up. I'm gonna pull it up because it's funny to me. Where's it? Here we go. Where's Firefox? Firefox kun doko desu ka? Okay, here we go. All right. I don't know, like this dude. Let me mute the game's music so we can all bask in this glory together.
You already know Nakamandams is at number 4. At number 3, we got Ankami-sama. At number 2, Mochiro we got Nini's My Word. That one's a blessing stuff. At number 1, Konnichiwa Guan.
Konnichiwa Guan minasan. Yeah, so he basically does all these types of things. It's so funny. Also, hi Kefir, how are you? Oh, you missed the other parts.
We got number 5, Sumimasen
Sumimasen less.
less. Number 4. At number 3,
Nakamadems. It's so good.
Nini's My Word. That one's a blessing stuff. At number 1, Konnichiwa.
It's so good. I don't know. This man is so funny. I love it. Ray hates it when I do this, but it's funny. I'm watching Goofy comedy movie. What's the Goofy comedy movie? Okay, hold on. AI generated memes with catchy Italian names. When you went to the kiosk, you saw Italian brain rot trading cards and collectible stamps. You felt your bot. What do you mean? What is Italian brain rot? Do I need to look at that? This is why we won both golds in hockey. I actually watched that hockey game. Like, I've never seen... I don't really watch hockey, but I was like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. Like, what's going on? Hockey? Hockey? What is hockey? No, it was pretty neat. I was like, that's cool. I don't really watch hockey myself, but I was like, ooh. Okay. So I think if I did this right, we should be cleaning the water now, right? Oh my goodness. I have to purge the... Oh my goodness, hold on. I gotta purge the poop water now, because that's a thing. Alright. Hold on. Alright, it's time to collect sewage. Which means we need a... What do you actually need for sewage? Hold on. Okay, so you need a tank, and then the tank of sewage will then take all the... You know, I'm just gonna dump it over here, too. I'm just gonna take it here. I can fit it in somewhere here. Okay, so this will collect sewage from that, and then I need another one over there. Should be fine. Okay. Okay, so we'll do one there, and then we'll do another one over here. That should be more than enough. Okay, then I need to discharge it somewhere because we're not going to clean it. Okay, here's the problem. I don't know what direction this river flows. That's not how a river flows. Who designed this? I thought the water would flow in a direction that I can then determine what direction I can, if I can put the sewage discharge upstream or downstream. But the water is flowing horizontally. What is this nonsense? Is this how it works in Soviet Russia? Does water just flow sideways when it feels like it? Oh my god. Also, what are you saying here? Godzilla in Santa Fe, a movie with budget equivalent of pocket and half a drank beer, $50. Wait, what? What kind of movie is that? Like Ballerina Cappuccino? I have not seen any of these memes. Maybe I've somehow managed to avoid Italian memes. Okay, so wait, where am I supposed to drop? Where am I supposed to pump the water if I don't... Wait, is there a way to see, like, water flows? Okay, I don't want to discharge the water where it might get picked up by the... by this. But then where does this actually get dumped into? Even if you treat the water, you still ultimately end up with some bad water. You must flow to the big lake. Is there a... I don't want to build pipes all the way there is the problem. And the main issue is, like, I don't know if that lake is an intake, like if this river is an intake from that lake or not. And that's kind of like my biggest issue. I wish I knew. Bad VFX makes for a good movie, quite honestly. The Filipino? I need to look at this. I have no idea what these memes are, by the way. I've been seeing a lot of Filipino memes on my feed lately because apparently there's a million Filipinos out there that want to exist. Yeah, Filipinos, they're everywhere, I'm telling you. I tell you what. At the Lake River. I'm pretty sure it's just a global direction that it flows. Yeah, see, it's just sideways water. Like, the water's flowing from here. Like, you know, you see what I'm saying? I don't know what direction it's flowing in. Oh wait, maybe there's an overlay here. Hold on. No. Finding overlay is water? No. Okay, so let me think. Because we have to discharge the... We gotta discharge the poop water somewhere. Alright, how about this? What if we just put it on this side, where it's so far away, realistically, that it's not going to interface with the primary water? I think that's probably the best thing to do. We'll just dump it over here. Yeah, we're just gonna dump it over here. That's fine. And then it needs water. So try to Twitch chat. What do you mean you're gonna apologize to Twitch chat? Ballerina cappuccino. I still don't understand this. I don't understand these new age memes. For me, memes are... You know what meme still lives rent-free in my head? E. Markiplier's face on Lord Farquaad's body that just says E. I don't know why that meme just... I don't know, that one lives rent-free. Okay, hold on. I don't want to demolish this, I think. Actually, do. Yes, I do. This is actually the wrong direction. Okay, so then... What am I destroying? What is that? Oh, I'm destroying road connections, aren't I? What is happening here? Oh! Is that... Oh, shoot. Wait. What did I just destroy? Okay, that's a water station. That's fine. What was this? Oh, shoot. That's the power. Okay, I destroyed the power lines. Okay. Yeah, well, that's kind of bad. Let's not destroy the power lines, please. Now, the problem is that I've accidentally destroyed it. Now there's all this other infrastructure in my way, so I can't just reconnect it anymore. I have to actually destroy further down the line. Gotta be kidding me. I messed up. Okay, so at least I've destroyed this far, and then I need to find a way to rehook it in. What is happening? Am I not allowed to... Wait, what is going on here? With that power supply. How do I rehook it up? You found it on Steam? Oh, yeah, sure. Tell me how the water actually flows, because now I'm kind of curious. Okay, I don't know what happened, but I can't seem to reconnect this into the substation, which is really weird. I don't know how that happened. I must have broke something. There's no kernel. It's just plain at zero. Sewage disperses in circuit. Oh, okay, so... Wow, that's really boring way of doing things, but I guess that makes sense. Let's destroy this line, and then I should be able to hook into, like, this. Okay. So, we can have the lines touch tips, but I guess I can't actually have them connect with each other. Because they're probably the wrong power lines, I just realized. Oh my god. Please tell me that's all I need to hook this up. Oh my god, there we go. Okay. It's just all stagnant water. No wonder everyone in Soviet Russia just dies all the time, because the water's just stagnant, I guess. Alright, I need to redesign where I'm going to put the sewage extraction, which is the... the tanks, right? So I know there's one over there. I'm gonna put another one somewhere over here for the time being. God, this needs a walkable path. I guess we'll do it like here for now. That's supposed to be over here. But I want to destroy these roads. There is flow from high to low. I mean, okay, at least that makes some sense. I guess we'll just put it here for now. We can adjust it later. Okay, then we just gotta run sewage pipes everywhere. We'll do like we'll do medium pipes. I guess it's better to build ahead. Okay, so just since it's going from up or from high to low, I think it's fine. Because high to low means it should just flow, you know, direct without additional support. Except now I gotta get rid of this one because this one's actually facing the wrong way and not what I want. So then I gotta grab another sewage tank, probably put it somewhere like this, and then I can run the disgusting poop chute all the way down to this thing. Okay. There we go. All right, what's next? What do we need to do now? We've already burned through almost 700,000 rubles, which is not ideal for our great Soviet city. Okay, so... Alright, the drinking water is poor quality, they'll have to live with it. Okay, so now I need to get the workers to their job site. I don't actually know how this building operates. God, the water's really bad, that's fine though. So now I need to find a way how do I get them down there? I guess we need a bus, right? Some kind of vehicle. So let's build our first vehicle management system, I guess. Put it like... We'll put it like right here, I think is okay. So, this is a game about horses. So I guess we're gonna put horses in. I don't actually know what you can do with horses. We'll put it... Okay, so first of all, I need a citizen management system, so we'll do no, not car dealers. I guess we do need a depot. Depot. I guess we could do trolleys or buses. I guess we'll just do buses. Buses are probably fine, right? We'll do this road depot that's free and easy. We'll slap it down and kind of see what we can do with this first, and then we can adjust based on that knowledge. So let's try putting one like here, and let's see what we're allowed to build or purchase. Hello. Yes, Kefir, it is very neat. Okay, so none of these... Oh, wait, there are horses. Oh, God. You can build... Okay, so you can do Soviet passenger wagons, which have a max of 16 passengers. They're not carrying much on these. Okay, all I want to do is carry passengers. Horse-drawn... There's 3 pages of these things? Oh my god, they cost so much too. Alright, well, I guess we'll try it. Alright, so why don't we do... Okay, here we go. So we can do the Rubalt Omnibus, or the passenger wagon, or the large horse passenger wagon, which I guess we'll do this one. Alright, we'll buy 4 of these, and then they move at a whole 16 kilometers an hour, which is pretty awful. Okay, so we'll do... Oh, shit, I didn't build the other half of this, did I? Okay. Also, why is this farm broken? Yeah, but hold on, this farm is broken. This is, like, not the correct size. Let me try putting the farm again. Alright. See? We're getting there. We're getting there slowly. Also, I need to use the restroom at some point. Yeah, Garm was trying to send me some tips earlier, too, but I didn't get a chance to, like, really process all the different tips he was trying to give me. So I might have to take a look at that at some point. I'm sure Garm will show up and tell me everything I'm doing wrong. Oh my goodness. You know what? I have an idea. I don't like where this is. Let's get rid of this. Get rid of this. Get rid of this road. It is not aligned to the grid. The grid is sacred and we must follow the grid at all times. Okay. So we're gonna go... Let's see. I think what we'll do is we'll do like this. follow the grid, and then I can hook this into the path. Just like, it's fine if it's like a mild variance. I'm not going to go crazy over it. Then I can put down a very large field. Except it doesn't like it. There's apparently water here or something. I don't know where it's finding water, but that's strange. Okay, the other thing too is that it's nighttime and I cannot see anything. So for now, let's just leave that as is. We'll put one for now. And then I need to put the other general form of transportation, which is a stop of some kind, like the labor pickup hall. And then basically what this means is that as the civilians get dropped off, they will walk over to their job site right over there. And that'll be fine, I think. I have no idea if this works. Also, my outfit is probably having a seizure as it's constantly swapping back and forth. Okay, so I need to go to here. And then I'm gonna give it a new stop, which is here. Okay, and then we're gonna copy this to all of these. And start, and start. Let's see if this works the way I think it does. I'm praying it is. Keep flashing you. I'm so sorry that you had to, like, see that. Oh my god, look at that. My god, they're so slow. Oh boy. What do you mean they can't get any food? Didn't I build a restaurant? Labor hall? A pub? Oh, you know what they need? They need a grocery store. Alright. They can't survive only on that, so I guess we'll need to put a small grocery store somewhere. The problem is a lot of these buildings do need some form of road. You can't just rely strictly on pathways. So we could either put a mall. I guess a small shopping center probably makes the most sense. Let's see. How do I get people to walk here? Oh, you know what I just realized? The pathways have actually been broken. That's the other problem. We'll need to rehook the pathways up. And then by hooking that pathway up, I should be able to build out a proper shopping center. We can probably put a standard size one. As long as all these buildings are within walking distance, I think that's ultimately what matters. So we'll put one probably over here. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so now there's a shopping center. They can get their groceries. This is grabbing workers, I guess, and putting them where they need to go. The civilians are working, construction. Perfect. Okay, so here's our shopping center, which for some reason has no power because this one doesn't have any power. Hello, Garm. You are just in time to watch me be bad at designing a city. What do you mean there's no power? Oh, shoot. Okay, I forgot. When I put all these buildings around, I guess it broke the connection, so I have to keep rebuilding it every time. Okay, so then I need to go back and then redraw the power lines again. Thankfully, we should be able to just go around. Oh my goodness, there we go. Alright, so that should be powered up now. Stopped production, why? Okay. There are fewer sellers than required. There's no sellers here. But there's jobs. No, can't do jobs because there's not enough education. Can't go to work because there's no kindergartens. Can't get... Oh my god, they still need more stuff. They need more. They demand more. Let's, I need workers here ASAP. Oh my goodness, everything is a disaster. Our dear Soviet city ain't looking too hot right now. What's next? We need education. So probably we can get away with a small kindergarten. We don't need a big one. It's probably the standard medium-sized kindergarten is probably okay. Put it like Oh, like right here is probably fine. Due to infrastructure. Oh, yeah, that's fine. We'll put a kindergarten right there. Perfect. And then we can put a standard school right next to it. Yeah, school next to the kindergarten I think makes a lot of sense. Perfect. All right, look at that. Look at that. We already have the finest Soviet education ready for our dear children to appreciate. So maybe we can send more people to the farms. So these are actually having people attached to them, but it's going to take a while. All right. The only problem is the water. Ah, that's why. There's no power. I'm like, why does the water suck? Because, I guess it's not hooked up to the substation for some reason. Which is weird. Well, that's why. Oh my goodness. Am I not supposed to? Oh, because, oh, right. Remember you said something about not needing to do that? Oh my god. Why is this farm only 0.33 hectares? I don't know what's going on. This thing just doesn't work. Oh, I have an idea. Hold on. Let's get rid of this. And let's just redesign this. I need to flatten it all. Okay, so we'll flatten it. I kept saying there's like water here, and that's why I'm not allowed to build like farms on it for some reason. What was the thing that you sent me earlier? Let me take a look at it, Garm, so that I can understand what the heck I'm doing. They automatically. Oh, okay. Okay, so in that case, I can probably just build the. So in that case, what am I doing with these workers then? Okay, so still we need crops, right? All right, so we can do 1, 2. See, I don't understand like why the size of this farm is like non-existent. It's super weird. Okay, let's just build 1 for now until I figure this out later. But this one is correct size. Field not assigned to any farm. Okay, so I do need a farm building. That's the other thing I forgot. There's so much involved with this. Oh my god, we can do a horse-drawn farm. You know, we'll do a small horse farm. That sounds fun. Yeah, horse farms. Horse farms! Okay, so if I build a horse thing, is this enough or... Okay. So I can buy... a horse-covered wagon, tractor, truck, and combine. A plow sows, but it's... Okay, so none of this will allow me to just automatically use vehicles if I were to use horses. It's cheaper ultimately, but it doesn't actually do the rest of the work I need for... Like, none of these are combines. You would still need workers for harvesting. That said... Hold on. What if I do this? What if we do... What if we plow with horses, and then we put a small stand... Oh, actually, no. Okay, better. Let's not do that. That's a bad idea. Let's just get rid of this. How do I sell all these vehicles? Oh my god, there's no way to sell these easily, is there? Do I have to click all these manually? Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm also... What do you mean they can work on a non-horse farm? Can I have multiple farms working on the same field? How about that? Let me ask that question. Can multiple farms work the same field? If so, that'll probably make things a lot easier. Because then I can just slap down a... Oh, wait. No? Okay. That's fine. We'll just do this. Destroy this, destroy this, destroy this. Oh, yeah, how have you been, Garm? I have no idea what I'm doing. It's been a while since I played this, so... We're vibes building. We're vibes designing. We're vibes Sovieting. Soviet slopping, some would say. I'll put a small farm. I don't think I need a big one. That thing's in the way already, so that's okay. I'll just put this here. Okay, so let's get this slammed out. Hopefully that builds quickly. Alright. Come on. You've been working on a map? Interesting. What made you decide to work on a map for this? Okay, so probably 2 of 2 is fine, right? So... Am I crazy, or am I not seeing a combine? Because these are transport oh, wait. Oh shoot. It's 19. I don't think it's too early to have combines. I think it's too early to have combines. That's really funny and also incredibly cursed. All right, let's get 5 of these out here, and then I don't know, we'll put a fat truck in here too, I guess, if we need it. Yeah, but I think we legitimately just do not have enough. Okay, we'll get that going. No vehicles will be able to harvest. No power supply. Oh my god, it needs power too. All right. That's why we were trying to finagle a larger substation. Can the substation output power, or can it only take in power? I think you need to switch to output power, right? Yeah, so in this case, actually putting the workers there is the correct choice. Is using buses the correct, these the correct choice? Probably not, but it's fine. Okay, so then this is now working. That's good. And then this requires... okay, so they're not sowing it right now. How do I get them to sow the fields? How do I get them to tend to the fields and grow me beautiful corn? Glorious Soviet corn. Low fertility. Okay. So in that case, why don't we automatically just purchase fertilizer in the background for the time being? A little expensive, but it's probably fine for now, just so we can get some fertility going. Okay. I don't remember how this stuff works, honestly. Needs requires workers or mechanisms to harvest or sow, but we have that. We have the horses here. What am I missing? What am I not understanding here? You know, if this doesn't work, we can also just work on the mines. I did set up a small mine area, I think around here, because I realized that there was actual ores to be found, some iron. Still needs power. Okay, so I do need to set up a... God. This game has... I don't mind, like, all this crazy stuff going on in this game, but man, sometimes I do enjoy games sometimes that also, you know, abstracts a lot of this. And this is not a game where there's going to be a lot of abstraction, I feel. This is a game very much where abstraction is not the norm. The problem is that my, God, my large one is over here, so now I have to find a way to run power from this all the way over, which means... God, I didn't do this properly. I should have designed this a little better. I think I can put a medium switch, like, here. I think if I put a medium switch here, it's fine. I have an idea. So, we'll put a switch here. It doesn't have to be big. And then I have to rerun the power lines again. I will never be free from this, by the way. The power... My mouse double-clicking is going to drive me crazy. Okay, so the way this has to work now is I'm essentially hooking into this. And then we're going to put the switch here. And then I can take this last one. And it's very inefficient to do this, but I don't care at this point. Okay, that's going to cost 4,000 rubles. The vibes were not vibing enough. That is the problem. And hopefully that'll get power here. And that'll get them working. Okay, let's see if that works. Okay. No vehicles available to harvest. No fertility. Well, there's no vehicle at all that allows us to harvest, so we need people. But are they sowing? Are we gonna sow the fields or not? I guess we're not. I guess they don't want to sow the fields. That's fine too. Okay. I think early start is just like super rough. Like, they can't get culture. They can't get meat. There's a grocery store. I don't know why they're complaining. They're within walking distance. I definitely can see that connection. What else do we need? Culture. Okay, so they need I guess we can put a... This will also employ them too, right? I guess we'll put a theater, I guess. A nice little house of culture in our glorious Soviet city. I'm gonna put it like... Oh, hold on, I got an idea. I gotta do this too. Did I start selling glue yet? Not yet. I would like to sell glue if I get an opportunity. Just locate everyone here and just get rid of this building. Okay. Oh, I can't clear this unless I have a garbage collector, don't I? That's gonna be annoying too. Yikes. Okay, because what I need to do is I actually need to get rid of this entire, like, junction set. Because we're gonna redesign it again for a more Soviet society. All right, have a good night, son. Thank you for swinging by. And then I can probably do like a nice, beautiful connection. I don't know how I can get nice, clean angles. I can't get clean angles in this. And then hopefully with this, I can shove a theater in here. Yeah, that's fine. Shove a theater in there. And then we can maybe throw in a football field. Yeah, the citizens demand feet balls, so we'll give them their feet ball. I think this one I can actually unmagnet. I'm okay. Actually, what other sport would they want to play? Ooh, bigger football field. Sorry, not sure how to transport cranes now they're now rotting in customs. You can get them out of customs eventually. You just have to grease some palms, as they say. Oh, look at that backyard football field. Beautiful. All right, now the citizens can play their football. Okay, that's fine. Is this functioning yet? Okay, it's just not gonna harvest anything. It's just wasting resources. I am not doing realistic mode. You think I can barely do normal? You think I have the capability to do realistic on this game? I can't even get them to sow the fields. Okay, that's how bad it is. Let's see. Okay. We do have some workers there. Maybe the horses aren't worth it. Maybe it's just better to go straight into the buses instead. This is working fine. Yeah, realistic is just pain and suffering. I'd rather not. Oh, we need a hospital. All right, we need a way to make sure people aren't gonna die. So we will put in a... You know what? This isn't Necrograd Prime. I think we'll just go ahead and build the giant hospital first and foremost. Okay, I have an idea. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna get rid of all this. Alright. Okay, so eventually the Detrius does just delete itself. That's fantastic. Okay. Perfect, because I'm getting rid of all of this here. Because I'm going to make this even better. First of all, let's hook that up and let's hook that up. And then I should be able to build a hospital right around in here, which is the initial plan. Get that Detrius out of there. Hopefully that goes away. Hopefully it goes away. There we go. There, we can put a big hospital. I don't... What do you mean? Oh, is there something underground? Can't build due to infrastructure. What do you mean, what infrastructure? What infrastructure's in the way? What do you mean? Oh my goodness. All right. I guess that's fine. That's fine. We'll do that. And then I should be able to build the pathways out of the hospital. Okay. So there's our hospital. It's, it works functionally, maybe. Okay, what else does a great Soviet city need? We need jobs. We need gerbs. God, no job. They need a church replace spiritual. Don't care about that. Sports, food, meat, culture. They have all of that. They're just not using it. There is a glorious theater. Even though the water's still of poor quality. Are we just not able to filter all the water out? I guess we're still not able to filter the... Maybe it's because the... Oh, it's slowly going higher. Okay, we're like trying to average it out to 99%. Okay, and then we'll need at least one wambulance. We'll make it a beautiful... We'll actually make it a nice gas-based ambulance. Look at that beautiful wambulance. ICBM Escalation has Kasane Teto as a leader portrait. Wait, what is ICBM Escalation? Escalation. Have I played this? It's a grand RTS where you command armies, cutting-edge technology, wield devastating weapons, conquer enemies with conventional force and nuclear firepower. Ah, it is another map game for the map people. There's always people who enjoy map games. What's the saying, like maptism? Where's... Oh, these things can go on pathways. That is not the path. It is trying its hardest, I guess. But it must have found a someone in need of a hospitalization. Okay. Citizen happiness is getting too low. I don't care about the citizen happiness. I'm waiting for this thing to build, but it's not working. Is this seriously just not going to get any workers? I don't want to just build a small township over there too, because that's a lot of effort. What if I take... You know what? I think this is not really worth... I don't think it's really worth using the horses. I want to use the horses, but it's a little slow. I think horses are fine for like intercity, like within the same area, but if you're trying to go further distances, it's not worth it. Anyways, we have a mine here. We're gonna try to get a small iron mine. Actually, if I can find a coal mine, that'd be ideal too, because we're still importing power, which is not ideal. So I'd rather see if we can find a way to get our own power. Why am I allowed to build a cooling tower if I don't have access to nuclear fusion or fission? Why? God, coal power plants produce so much electricity. But the problem is that there's no coal anywhere. At least not in this area. Oh, do they? Okay. I mean, that makes sense. Finding coal. I guess if we have iron, but I guess power, being self-sufficient on power is probably our first priority. God, there's no... I will say, one thing that I really dislike about this game, and I really wish... Like, I don't like the fact that you cannot find... Like, you need geological mapping to find resources. Just sounds so stupid to me. Like, because basically all this does is force players to hover their dang... You know, like try to scramble around until it suddenly hits green, like you're prospecting, which I guess can be fun for some people, but I find it incredibly tedious and stupid. Like, this is just annoying, busy work. I'd rather the game just tell me, like, yes, there's some here, some here, some here, without having to unlock a technology to do it. People knew how to prospect. I don't want to literally prospect. Okay, I'm not finding any coal. Okay, so what can we actually do for power then if I can't find coal? We don't even have access to gas power, so we can't even do that. It's basically, it's coal or bust. Yeah, it's literally coal or bust here. Look at this. We're scanning the resource. Oh my god, there it is. How far is that? Oh my god, it's so far. You basically have to dedicate a small settlement strictly for coal, which I guess makes sense in the grand scheme of Soviet shenanigans, right? But oh my god, that's so far away. If we were to do that, you still need to find a way to get workers over there, right? And you'd have to basically take over another one of these townships. What if we just keep importing power for now? Maybe we don't have to do that yet. Let's just import power until I can figure out what else I need to do to get going. So the problem is I can't get the crops to... I can't get them to, Wait, is it because I haven't chosen what crop to grow? I don't know what's going on. Like, I legitimately... I know it's, like, low fertility, but... Good God. Okay. So, they dropped some people off here, I think. It only took them, like, a month to get there. Maybe, you know what, maybe we can just grow some crops over here for the time being until we can get... until we can get it going on a more permanent scale. Although, I'm not sure how well this is gonna work. Actually, this might be okay. I don't know why this field is, like, weirdly broken. Why does it keep doing this? What makes a field work and not work? I give up, whatever. That's fine. Our field is just slightly broken up by this. So we will build a small farm here. It wasn't my initial intent to do this, but I think just so we can get some crops going early, we will have no choice to commit. And then it's probably fine. What do you think? You think this is fine? Probably, right? Okay, then we need to get a small farm. We'll make a small food factory set up. Somewhere over here is okay. Yeah, we'll do exactly that. Yep. Extend the road out a little bit, and then we'll go... What do you mean some interest? What? Like that. And... that should be okay. I have no idea what it's complaining about. I think there's like some underground pipe that I'm not paying attention to. Ah! Yes! The poop chute is in the way. Actually, it's our power lines. I always assume it's like poop chutes and stuff. Alright, that's fine. We'll make it work. And then... at the very least, I should be able to get the small farm going. Medium is... no, small is fine. This doesn't need that much. I think with this it's okay. And then we can probably just set up like a small food factory system in this corner. My logic is that because of... there's enough space behind it, I can automate the factories. Okay, so I need to buy... Alright, we need to buy... So you will need workers manually. So at the very least, we'll need at least 1, 2, 3, 4 plows, and then a bunch of these trucks. Okay, so then we need to assign 1 and 2. But there's no vehicles available to harvest because they have to be done manually by the laborers. Okay. Why is this one unable to... Okay. Do we need more workers? I think we need more workers. Okay, so at least most of the citizens' needs have been met. The only thing we need is just actually more people. And I think we should start seeing laborers. Yeah, so we're seeing workers now. Which is good. This one is just never gonna... Okay, we're gonna just import some fertilizer, I think is fine. Just so we can get that field fertilized, I think is okay. What do you think? Fine? Probably. Also, I'm so sorry I wasn't paying attention to the YouTube chat because I think I accidentally closed that window. There we go. I have it on my screen again. Alright. Let's convert more of this into beautiful kami blocks. That would make Stalin proud. So once again, I'm just gonna keep making more random footpaths. And we're gonna try to at least keep the nice cornering, but at this point, it's not really a priority. I just need this to function. So 1... God, I don't know how to make nice corners. The game doesn't like cornering, I think. It's very odd. Yeah, this game does not like making nice corners. I have no idea how people do it. I think the only way to do this is you kind of have to know where you're going to make a turn and pray that it functions correctly. Like that, yeah. Okay. Because what I'm going to do now is I'm going to We're gonna kick all these people out of their houses. They once had nice houses, but it's time for them to live with their fellow Soviets, okay? Just have them move into the correct brand new housing, and they'll be way happier. Then we can get rid of these 1, 2 ugly homes that are no longer needed. This church, no longer needed either. Get rid of it. Be gone. The state has no need for such frivolous things such as religion. There's only a need for more houses. Okay. Let's put a few more medium flats, I think is okay. Well, I kind of like this one. I like this one. It's got a nice, angular look to it. I swear to God, if it's not able to build because of stupid... Okay. I think this is actually okay. And then... Oh, you could even... Ooh. You know, I kind of like that. Let's do that. And then... I might be able to finagle one. A small one. Like this. Somewhere... Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, look at that. We can definitely fit some more flats in here. Place to live. They just need a place to live. They will be happy no matter what I give them. For they know nothing else in this world but... Oh, shoot. But the Soviet way. Also, I keep losing frames for some reason. I am so sorry. That actually doesn't look that bad. The only problem is that I keep destroying the power lines. For some unholy reason, this keeps happening. Please stop breaking my power lines. This keep happening every single time. No, don't do that. Okay. Take this line. Build it out. Please be enough. I don't know what I keep doing wrong. Okay. This game is actually like driving me crazy. I'm trying to hook the power lines correctly and it just keeps deciding, no, we're gonna break in half now. Okay. All right, here we go. It's fine. Okay, so this is working fine. There's 4 people working. Sowing is fully done, so now we have to just let it grow. And then we can harvest it, so that's a good sign. Now we have to deal with the garbage, because I completely forgot that garbage is a thing that we have to manage. Alright, let's do waste management now. Okay. It never ends. The pain never ends. Hello. Yes, hi, Enter Dave. Now, the problem is that they're, like, these garbage stands don't really get that much trash. You can put a big one, but even still, it's not really big enough. You have to kind of shove one, like, I don't know, down here or something. You probably have to put one, like, right here. It only grabs those buildings. Even a small one. No, we are not doing realism. I think I would die if I tried to do realism on this game. I'm not that masochistic. I like to retain my sanity as much as possible, surprisingly enough. Okay, so if I put a trash collection back here, let's see. Can service vehicles go on? They can go on these side roads, right? Like I think they're allowed to go on side roads, right? Like on pathways. I hope they can. Oh, it's like right. Yeah, I have I think everything enabled. Yeah, I think every optional system is enabled, and it's driving me insane. So I need to build waste management systems now. Okay, so we can put one here, and then I need to put one over here somewhere so we can collect the trash. Yeah, as long as they can go on it, that's fine. That's what I'm really looking for. I have grid mode turned on because it's gonna make my life a lot easier. So apologies if it looks ugly, but the grid, I trust in the grid. You should trust in the grid too. Okay, so the problem is that I can't get to these other buildings. Yeah, the grid's really inconsistent. I do agree with that. We'll just put it here for now. That's probably fine. The problem now is I need to build more vehicles. I wanted to use horses, but the horses are too slow to like actually justify using. Like horses are almost there as like a challenge, right? If you think you can use it, great, but realistically I think most people don't want to. So we're gonna put down a... we're gonna put a small technical office. Technical services. I think it's technical services, right, that you need for this? I think it's technical services. I think I could probably just put this here. And then I can probably just run the, a nice simple road like this. Yeah. Alright, and that should be what picks up all of our garbage, but then I need to find a way to dump the garbage somewhere else. Where am I gonna drop the garbage? We can recycle the garbage. Oh, it's gravel recycling. Oh, we can't recycle trash. You need modern industry, so we can burn it. Or I can just make a dump. I can just make a dump, honestly. How am I gonna play turmoil without horse-pulled oil wagons? What do you mean by this? Make a dump. 208. This one is 288 tons. Okay, so why don't we just put a dump like, I don't know. I don't know. Just somewhere not near all of this. I can put it here. Yeah. Turmoil the oil game. Have I played that game yet? We're gonna put a dump like right there. That's fine. Away from everything. Okay. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. I have to use horses. It's literally horses. All right. Horse waste wagons. All right. It's... Alrighty. It's just, okay, how does this work? If I build the horse waste wagons, how do I force them to, do they just automatically go no garbage truck for big containers, no garbage truck for small containers? Wait, can I not? Am I blind? Wait. I don't think I've ever played Turmoil the Oil game. Let me take a look. Turmoil Oil game. I might have. Oh, so I've seen this game before. I have not played it myself, no. It's maybe on my list of games that I want to play at some point, but I have like a bajillion other games that have been eating up a lot of my time. How does this work? Okay. Are they actually doing anything, or are they just kind of standing there? They're just standing there. Okay. This is suitable for a resource for construction. Okay, I don't understand what we need to do. Okay. We're trying to dump it into the dump, right? So, if this is how this works... Oh, it's not in range. Okay, now it's in range. Okay. And then... And then what? Is this... Okay, hold on. Let me make sure this works. Okay, so... This is getting workers around. This has garbage that it can collect from these things. It's not collecting the garbage for some reason because it's biological, burnable, and other. This thing can only contain... Okay, so biological, burnable, and... What was the other one? Wait. But this can't contain any burnables. Why do I have to be specific about what kind of garbage it is? Hello? Was this always a thing? Oh my god, I'm gonna go crazy. I have to specify what goes into the trash bins? Biological, burnable, and other. Okay, so I assume burnable is the usual burnable. Okay, so I have to at least add 3 biological and maybe 1 hazardous? Or other? Probably just 1 of each is fine, right? Yeah, it's beyond Japanese trash sorting. It's like extreme trash sorting. Oh my gosh, I'm actually going crazy. There's large and small. I mean, I do have The thing is, I have the trucks or the horses, but they're not willing to Oh wait. Oh my god, do I have to assign all of these? I'm gonna dump everything into this dump here. Maybe they'll start grabbing the trash. Okay, maybe the waste goes here. But this one, is that fine? Oh, okay. Wait, you can only put one type of garbage in each dump. Are you kidding me? I can't just mix and match it all into one specific area? Oh my god. Okay, so realistically, it probably makes more sense to burn some of this waste, but then you run into pollution. I feel like it's just easier to burn it all. Okay, I'm just gonna... Oh wait, you need electricity though to burn it, right? No, you don't. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. Screw this. I don't care about no pollution. We're just gonna burn it all. We're burning it all. Hi. Also, hello, Lana. I didn't say hi yet. Okay. Fuck, you do need power. Are you kidding me? I'm gonna go... Okay, Alright, thankfully, I was smart enough and I built a substation over here, so, or a transformer, so it's at least very easy to hook this into power. Because all I need to do is put a substation and that should be fine. A substation, like, I don't know, like right there. And then I just need to run the power lines, thankfully, from here straight over there. I gotta go around the lake. Okay, and then I need to run water down here, because I guess even people working at the incinerator need water. Problem is that it needs workers too, right? Okay, so if I go to my technical services and I want to select this, so we're gonna go... Everything goes here. But no garbage truck for big or small containers. I still don't understand what that means. We only have one form of horse, but I guess it's working, so I guess as long as it's working, I don't care. Okay. I guess they'll just drop it wherever they can, maybe. I don't know. At the very least, I can use it as a temporary dumping ground for about 39 tons of stuff. Can you sell trash? What, I don't... Wait, really? Is that a thing you can do? Okay, so waste can be sold probably for negative, right? You can pay basically to get rid of your garbage. Yeah, negative for other waste. Hazardous waste is definitely a lot. Negative for biological. Actually, wait a second. 0.8 rubles per ton is really cheap. We need to find a way to make money. What's the most valuable thing I can manufacture? Crops. Coal. Coal is pretty valuable. Metal scrap. Okay. Clothes. The thing is, I don't actually know how to decide what crop is grown on these, unless I missed that option. Oh, it's corn. But I actually don't have a way to adjust that, right? It was just automatically going to be corn no matter what I did. Oh, wait, are crops so generic? Oh, wait, no, I remember now. Crops are generic enough that you can... Yeah, you can consume any crop to make fabrics. That's right. It's not like RimWorld where it's like, this is food and this is cloth, right? So all of our clothes are made out of potatoes, is what I'm hearing. Okay, so everything is just manufactured from potatoes. Great. Love it. 10 out of 10. I don't know what's going on down here. I don't even think this is necessary. Hey, I'm okay with it being generic. That's fine. Still don't understand this part, but whatever. It's fine. No edification about waste separation. That's fine. I don't really care. As long as the garbage works, then that's all that matters to me. Okay. So what else are they complaining about? Unable to find a church or place of spirituality. Yeah, because I got rid of them. Next question by the Soviets. What are they? What do you want, citizens? More jobs? More people to move in? Probably need more people to move in. Oh, it's too big. Ooh, that one's kind of nice looking. Well, for one, I don't have the America DLC. Otherwise, we could do an American map. I just don't own the DLC for it. Get rid of this. You know what? Screw this. This entire neighborhood just needs to be purged. We're gonna redesign this entire area. I thought I could build around it, but the more I'm trying, the more I'm slowly going crazy. So I'm just gonna get rid of them. There we go. I probably should have moved them, but whatever, I don't care enough. Just redesign all this. Planned city design. That's what we're gonna do. Okay, so this entire section is gonna be using pathways. We'll also need at least a bus station. So instead of just this labor station, I would like an actual proper bus station over here. I'm gonna do exactly that. Let's see. Ooh, we could do a nice bus here. This bus stop is probably okay. It's not a big one. A bus platform might not be a bad idea either. Carries more. Build more lanes. This is not City Skylines, okay? If it was City Skylines, I would build more lanes. Why do they just all have the same? I'm slowly going crazy about how these bus... Oh, wait, hold on. This one might be okay. Okay, this one's a little better. Okay, I like this one. This one's fine. This one's okay. You can actually hook it in. Why did that ruin my road? Okay, let's see if this works. This is so janky. All right, fantastic. It's not hooked up to the road network. It's too steep. All right, I gotta demolish it. It's too big. It's too thick. Our bus station is too dummy thick for the game to handle. So now I have to basically rebuild it or put it somewhere else, and that's what's gonna drive me nuts. Is it better to use a platform or something? Oh, let's try this. Maybe this is far enough. Let's see. Okay, good enough. Thank goodness. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, so at the very least we'll have a bus station here. Get rid of this. And let's just build this pathway out the whole way. I'm sorry if I sound like I'm frustrated, because I am actually kind of frustrated trying to figure this out. I get that this is a game that's basically designed for... I mean, for lack of better words, this is a game that's kind of designed for turbo autists. But I am going slightly insane trying to figure out, like, what is the correct way to do this. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so we stop production on what? Heating plant, stop production. Why? Probably because there's not enough heat that's demanded. Okay, so now we have a bus station. Where are they trying to go? Okay. So here's my other thing. If they move to the bus station, why can't it tell me what their destination is? Are they just gonna stand there waiting for something to happen? Like, they'll just go wherever the bus takes them? They don't actually have a will of their own? They simply go where it's whimmed of them? I guess so. If that's the case, hold on, wait, can I build a... Wait a second, could I build a road up this vineyard and through to get to the mines? I might be able to, hold on. If I can pull this off, that'd be great. Ooh, we might be able to pull this off, hold on. Ooh. Come on. Yes. Yes, carve through the mountains. Just the way as the Soviets intended. Alright, then I think if I finagle around some angles like this, I should be able to snake my way down. We can have a nice curve to it. Alright, there we go. And then we can hook into the iron mine. And then we'll probably set up a whole iron mine factory right here. Is probably the plan. Yeah, that's gonna be the plan right here. So we'll set up an iron manufactory. So that way we have at least something that we can work with that's not just asphalt and all that other shenanigans. We'll make a nice thing here. Just like that. And then I should be able to put down another bus station. Bus stop. Ooh, yeah, that's fine. It's not the prettiest, but it functions. It is a two-way bus stop, which is interesting. Kind of weird that you can't really put a bus station on the road. But I guess it would get in the way of everything else, so we can just put it here. I'll need to hook it into the network. Like that. Alright. So then I need a actual place to get the vehicles, which is from the road depot, which we'll use, I guess we'll use this one. This one has a lot of vehicle space storage, which is probably what we need. God, this is such a disaster. Every time I look at this, I'm like, I don't know how this is working. I'm getting rid of these beautiful vineyards for buses. I feel kind of bad. We're still not broke yet, so that's a good sign. Okay, so here we go. We can buy... Alright, I need to buy a vehicle that's entire thing is to be a bus. Okay, so we could do horse-drawn wagons, or I can actually use a proper engine-based vehicle, which moves about twice as fast as the horse-drawn wagons. I guess we'll do horses for now. I know I said I don't want to do horses, but I guess we have enough that it's justifiable. Okay, and then the whole purpose of these is we're gonna go from we'll go from here. And okay, we'll do that, and then we'll go over here. And then we're just gonna copy this to all of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then go. Start. Okay. Perfect, look at that. Alright, now hopefully that'll get the mine working. Although we need to run power to the mines because everything in this game needs power to be run everywhere. Thankfully, I know what exactly we can do. I'm gonna put a transformer. Basically, we have access to electric, high-end electric power. Might as well abuse it. So we'll go here, and then we'll run a high voltage wire following down the road that we had set up earlier. And then, perfect. And then we need to then connect that to a substation. We can put right... Can I sneak this in here? I turn off the stupid grid. Yeah, this game is just difficult. I get that's the purpose of the game, but man, it's been a while since I played like a very difficult title in the sense of like city builders. I like my complex city builders, but this is less of a city builder and more of a... Actually, it's a city builder. There's just a lot more things going on. Okay, so this needs water. Thankfully, I believe the pump station has enough clean water. So all I need to do is run a substation. Somewhere right around here is fine. And then just need to hook the water in. Beautiful pipes to flow right from there to there. Alright, what else do I need to do? Building is not drinking water for now. It will have water soon. It doesn't have water yet because I forgot to put a pump. It probably needs a pump. Why? So anyways, how about other games like Star Sector? That's pretty cool stuff, right? I'm excited to play the new mods. I need to definitely take a look and see which mods I want to maybe drop from the list. I think there was a lot of mods that I did try, but ultimately I just wasn't terribly fond of. So expect if we do Star Sector again for maybe 1 or 2 more mods to just kind of get the bucket. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna maybe drop Mayasurin. I don't know if I used it very much, and I figured it's probably okay to get rid of. God, the cost to build that pipe must have been intense. And I'm about to just get rid of it all because I have to redo this piping. There we go. It was trying to pipe water upwards. That's why it was taking forever. There we go. There's the water. All right, so if I take a look here, And yeah, I need to take a look. I do want to do more random assortment of things, though. That was probably one of the coolest mods I played when we were doing Star Sector shenanigans. Okay. So the only thing this needs is workers. Citizens should go here to work. So the question is, how do I get citizens over there to work? We already have 6 buses going around, right? Okay, so now they're picking up the passengers. God, it's so silly to look at. But because they're all clumped together, there's no way to make them spaced out, right? Oh, and horses have stamina too! They need to be maintained, I think. What do you mean you fell asleep? Are you okay, Ranu? Don't die on us. Alright, we're gonna put a veterinarian. A veterinarian? Which I guess will just fit right... I don't know how this works. Does it just have to go like right here? Is this like a really big building? You actually just fell asleep at your desk? Prime horse veterinarian. Okay, so... Oh, you need fabric, steel, and boards? That's expensive. Good God. Alright, that's fine. We'll just buy it for now, because I don't think we need to worry about buying more as time goes on. It's so slow. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we're gonna need more houses. I think we just don't have enough. They need a church or a place of spirituality. No, they don't. They need not any of that. I'm gonna go crazy listening to this music, by the way. What else do we need? State infrastructure. Oh, here we go. We need a, I think we need a small party headquarters, I think is probably correct. Yeah. Just to kind of get the communism going. Were you up late? You know what's funny? So I actually have this new medical thing on my wrist that tracks my sleep. Just because I got it for free, so I was kind of curious about, like, trying it out. You know what I learned? My sleep is, it's pretty piss poor, is what I've learned. It keeps yelling at me that I need to sleep, like 4 hours earlier than I normally sleep. And I'm like, but I like staying up. And so that's why my education is bad, or my sleep is really bad. Also, we don't have a fire station. We could probably build one. Build a really small, basic fire station. Needs to be connected to the road, which I guess makes sense. Hopefully nothing bad happens. Look at all those beautiful vehicles. All these beautiful horse-drawn carriages. Actually, they do carry some people. Can I gawk at this one? Yeah, look at that. Can I actually see the citizens on these if there's actually enough? Hold on. There's not enough on... Oh, wait, this one's got 11. Oh, that's kind of disappointing. You actually can't see the workers on it. So, I don't know if it's because the bottom half, it has to fill the inside first, but... It does look kind of neat. Look at that beautiful horse. This is the real umamusume that the kids were talking about. This is the real umamusume. Okay, well, let's see how well they operate once they get to work. I'm curious to see how that works. I think the easiest thing to do is we just need to get more workers. If we just get more citizens, they'll be happy, right? Yeah, let's just get more citizens. All right, slam out more of them. I think we have enough space to put the big blocks. Yeah, we'll do exactly that. Okay, that maybe we can fit one. Probably fit one over here. Just kidding, we can't because that stupid poop chute that I had put down there. Okay. Let's see this one. Oh, this one actually might be okay. This one's got like a double side, which is kind of nice. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is we're gonna go 1. Okay, let me see if this fits correctly. Okay, the problem with that I think is that it's not gonna like this. Okay, there we go. So if I put it manually in the middle, now this is fully connected like that. Okay, I don't know if adding more connections like that actually matters, but that's what we're gonna do. And then... Okay, so it's F1. So then I can press F1 again, and I can build hopefully a connection like there. I think this is okay. Perfect. So that adds an additional set of citizens. They have access to food. They have drinks. They have entertainment, kind of. I think we have everything that we generally need to survive. Okay, so we also need to find a way to research things. So we're going to start researching stuff. We're going to research logistics optimization to automate our logistics infrastructure. That sounds like something that I would do. Oh my goodness. We're actually making iron. Oh, this is working. Also, this is not nearly enough bus things, but I think it'll be fine. I don't know why they're not using both, but whatever. Okay. So we're actually producing minerals, which means now I need to actually build the rest of the iron metallurgy infrastructure. So we can't make it into steel, but at most we can turn it into iron, which we can then, I don't know, do something with. So I need to... Oh shoot, this is designed incorrectly, isn't it? Oh no! The export is over here and not the other way, which is really bad. I can't mirror the building anymore. So if I put this here, there's no way to just grab it, is it? Is there? How much can I bend the aggregates? It must go directly from point A to point B. Okay. God, I hate these overpasses so much because you have to like delete the road before you can build it. Okay, so I think... Okay, here's my logic. I think if we get rid of this road... You can't delete the road because there's vehicles on it. Okay, we gotta wait. Actually reinstalled enemy longbow rebalance menu, which would make a remake of this game. I don't know if we're never getting another XCOM. I think at this point your best solution is play literally any of the multiple XCOM clones that exist, and that should be more than enough. There's not really much other choices you got, especially because Jake Solomon is not working for Firaxis anymore. As depressing as that is, it's true. He's not there anymore. Can't build it to the infrastructure. Oh my god. This game is weirdly picky about like where it's willing to put stuff. All right, what if I do it like this? Can I hook this in like that? You can't build pillars due to infrastructure below. You've got to be kidding me. All right, screw this. I'm just gonna demolish it. We're just gonna rebuild it in a second. I'm not gonna break my mind over this. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take this. We're gonna rebuild it here, but I'm gonna flip it so that the aggregate export is out on that side. And then that way I can put the iron processing plant basically right next door to it, like this. Okay, so imports are over here. Okay, got it. So we import on this side, mirror this. Oh shoot, God, okay, so we can import like this is fine. And then I need to find a way to flatten the terrain. We could do it like this too. Can't do it to infrastructure. It needs a way to hook in like this at some point. Maybe this is okay. And then I can just build a longer road connection. I'm struggling mostly in like trying to figure out like how do I actually connect all this together. That's like the real struggle. Okay, this is fine. And then I need to run a road connection from here. This. And then that should be fine. Okay. So we're going to build out this iron processing plant. We're going to build the mines out again, and then the workers have to come back. It should be connected with power if I did this correctly. We should have water connected too. That should be fine. Oh, we'll need to run the poop wastewater collection. And it is connected to the substation. That's good too. All right. So once the workers come back, the iron mine will produce the iron, which then goes to the iron processing plant, and then I could either sell the iron for what? How much can I sell the iron for? Probably not that much. I could sell it to the NATO countries for about $6 a ton, or sell it to the Soviet countries for about 5 rubles per ton. I think the dollar is probably worth more, right? So it probably makes more sense to sell it to the Americans. Unless there's another way that I can process it into another material that would be more valuable. So is that a thing that I can do? What's the next step in the production chain? The next step in the grand production chain would be... what? Okay, there's none anything. The next best option would be construction. You can also make concrete. What does this actually produce? This will produce only iron out of iron ore and then not really any other waste, right? We don't have access to advance space for vehicles, horse pasture. You can make a horse pasture? Wait, that's so funny. What can you do with the horse pasture? Is it just like a refueling spot for horses? Because horses have to be refueled. Oh, I guess it is. A stud farm? Consume crops? Wait. Oh my god, there's actually... Wait, there's an entire horse system in this game. Instead of having to grow or buy horses outright, you can just grow them if you can feed it enough crops. That is not what I was anticipating. Oh, it's literally just... Okay, it's just storage for horse stuff. I guess that makes sense. This thing is growing. Okay, so this will be fine. They still can't find their place of spirituality, and we're sad. Oh, the poor citizens whine and complain. Okay. Are these vehicles spaced out now? Okay, they are. Okay. Oh, you know what I need to do? I think I need to rebuild that road anyways. I'm just going to rebuild this road that I had destroyed earlier. Okay. Only ever played a Titan and you're one of them? Is a Titan like a very hard thing to build, or is it just something that people don't really think about getting made? Okay. Okay, these are getting more passengers again, which is good. Not actually picking anyone up. That's super odd. What a strange thing to see. Do the workers not desire work, or are they just not going to where they need to be? Okay. Okay, because yeah, you can pick and choose. Like this one, they're all going to here and here. So if I do that, then it'll probably automatically assign them where they need to go. And then we need to find a way to dump all the aggregate iron somewhere. Thankfully, if I remember this correctly, I should be able to just create a dumping ground that this will automatically output to, I think. I believe this is called aggregates, right? So we can make a dumping ground like over here, which is probably the easiest thing to do. You'd need to do a aggregate storage of some size. I guess we'll do this one. This is fine. Oh, that's a little big. 180,000. I guess this one's okay. I can hook it in correctly. That's so strange that it doesn't want to automatically hook in. Oh, you know what? I know why. It's stupid. You can't build... You have to build the stupid overpasses every single time. What engine is this made on? This game's got to be ancient at this point. Most wild is that 3% from an alien fleet. Okay, here's the thing. I know it's a hooded horse game. Is there a setting that says you can only receive what's it called? You can only receive achievements if you play with certain settings on? If that's the case, I could see why maybe people don't have a lot of these achievements, right? I could see that being the case. Because like when I play Paradox games, for example, like unless you're playing with certain settings on, you're not going to get achievements out of it, which I think is really dumb. Why is it only cooking from there? What the heck is going on with this? Oh my god, you really... It's because this... Alright. Alright, let's do this first. I want an overpass. Put an overpass here first. As long as you don't change settings. For Terra Invicta? Okay. I did not know that. Okay, then I should be able to put a stand. These aggregate swords are huge. Oh my god, this thing is gigantic. Holy moly. Might as well... Oh, need... Okay, let's put a not that big. 1,000 should be fine. And there's enough outputs, like, next to it. I guess this is okay. Yeah, this is fine. Alright, let's do this. And then let's, hopefully I can hook this in correctly. That's fine. Okay, that was way more difficult than it needed to be. Alright. So then, hopefully we get some workers here soon. Thankfully, they're coming in droves, right? Yes. Yes! Come, my glorious citizen workers who need jobs and will help fuel the great economy. I don't know where to give them. They want spirituality, but I think there's no option to add spiritual things anymore, right? Like, ultimately, you don't really build spiritual buildings anymore after a certain point. Although, you could just put monuments, and maybe that'll be close enough. Yeah, for example, I'm just gonna put a nice little Soviet statue or emblem right there, and we can even throw in a little bit of a playground. Oh my god, there's no way. God, one thing I hate. Oh, there we go. Nice. Okay. Here we go. We should be seeing workers soon. There we go. All right, so the iron ore is flowing from the mine into the processing plant. The processing plant is beginning to acquire large quantities of it. Ah, there we go. We have production chains. Look at that. We're making iron. I love it. It's so beautiful. It's beautiful. Oh my god. I think I might need I need a bigger bus stop. This is not very good for loading and unloading. All it is, though, it is really good at spacing them out, though. Maybe it's fine. Okay, there we go. We're filling this up with iron now. Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. It brings a tear to my eye, and then if I can hook it into the road network, we can unload it that way as well. So let's just build a simple road, just like this. Okay, so we can sell the iron. We actually make a lot of iron. Once we get more workers, we'll make a lot more iron. Oh god, look at how that thing is freaking out. You know why? It's because this thing is producing... Oh god, yeah, okay, it's complaining about the sewage now. Alright, we gotta figure out the poop situation again. Alright, since Athena did find out for us that poop basically does not matter, in the sense that it will just flow in a generic circle around, we can just dump another we could turn this lake into a poop lake. Do I really want to do that? Do I want to be no, I don't want to do that. It's the easy solution, but I don't want to do that. Alright, just turn these three into that, and then we'll need a collection tank, which is already up here, which is fine. And I don't know, I guess I'll just put it like right about... Put it like right about here, that's fine. This music is still very Soviet-y, but man, it's, I don't know. It feels like I'm playing Company of Heroes 2 again. I still think Company of Heroes 2 is a good game. I think some people would disagree about that, but I liked it a lot, especially the campaign. I know people were like, Company of Heroes 2 is, it's too anti-Soviet. I'm like, well, yeah, it's about the Soviet war against Germany. People, I remember, like, I think the game got banned in Russia because of the whole, like, enemy at the gates where they execute your own soldiers. And you even had that as a game mechanic where you can execute some of your soldiers to improve the morale of your other soldiers. And I know that they even added it to multiplayer, and I don't know anyone who ever actually did it, used it for multiplayer. I'm gonna say something about you distracted by flash bra or tank top. It's a swimsuit model because I'm constantly flipping back and forth when I'm pressing buttons on this. Anyways, how are you doing, Entropy? Okay. How do I tell how many people don't have jobs? You know what? I think I know what we can do. We're gonna relocate people out of the villages. Yeah, see these old houses? We're gonna relocate them. Because what's the point of them living there? They don't need to be there. They need to be in the new Soviet flats. It's better for them. It's better. Perfect. Okay, so that just basically gave us a metric ton of capable workers now. Have you found a way to bring your ultra body into the real world yet? I have not. I don't know how you would do that, but if you can leave me some instructions, that'd be great. And then I can probably begin to work from there. Sewage pollution is 52%, whatever that means. Government loyalty is okay. But anyways, how have you been? Welcome to me trying to figure out what the heck I'm doing, because I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay. Okay, too many people here. There's not enough jobs. The schools are filled up now, I think. Or not enough. Oh, we need maintenance buildings too, but we need more jobs. Okay. You know what they need? They just need to hop on the little wagons and they can make it to work. That's all they gotta do. And then they'll slowly make their way over back here. You actually don't need that. So interesting. You actually don't need that many workers in the processing plant. You need most of them in the mines, which I guess makes sense. Yeah. We can just get more people over there. That'd be great. You'll send the blueprints. Let Realm drive into my dreams tonight. Please allow me to wine for one night. I will try, although you'll need to get past the ray.exe firewall, which is going to be the hardest part, I believe. Do they actually all use the different platforms, or do they only pick one specific platform to pick from? Okay, so they will just grab any open platform, and then the citizens will magically disappear from wherever they need to disappear from. Got it. No idea why we're not grabbing anyone from here. I guess that's really odd that is a lot of citizens that just don't do anything. They're just there. I don't think we have enough fields. I think ultimately, if we were to do this again, this run is basically dead. Unless I can make enough money through selling iron, which is going to be the really hard part. We already made 129 tons of iron, which is pretty good. The problem is selling it, right? I would have to basically find a way to hook into the train network and bring it over. And that is not easy. I believe this area does not even have a train connection. This area definitely has... Okay, it has a train connection. What are my other options? The other really janky option is we could just focus entirely on tourism. If we research how to let tourists in, we could probably make money that way. Want more researchers. Give me more educated people. I don't care about everything else. I only want more people researching my stuff. God, this tech tree is way larger than I remember. Oh my god, a lot of it's even locked before like 34. Oh my god, that's so funny. This one's locked to 48. This one's locked to 59. 46. Oh my god, there's so much tech in this. Preventative medicine. Oh yeah, and a lot of these techs require specific buildings made too before you can research it, which I guess makes sense. Oh my god, the build. Okay, so fun fact. Trash bins are full again. We need more... We need to collect more garbage so we can excavate them. Okay, we'll just put it like right... How do I make this nice and angled? Okay. Iron for the construction of the realm drive. Yeah, exactly. We have a lot of iron if you need to kidnap some of it, I guess. I'm not here to stop people from stealing the iron if it fulfills their grander objectives. Okay, that should be fine. Okay. Oh my god, we're starting to max out our capacity as well. Oh my goodness, wait a second. You gotta be kidding me. I think these... We're not hooked into any garbage bins at all. Oh my goodness, yeah, they weren't hooked into any trash bins. Okay, so then I gotta build... Okay, can I... God, I'm so used to like being able to like do super tight placements, but obviously I can't right now. Okay, actually, you know what this game needs? You know what this game needs? If you play City Skylines, you know what this needs? It needs anarchy. Oh my goodness, if this game had anarchy, that would be so peak. Like a version of City Skylines Anarchy would make this way more bearable, I think. Let's slap out a few more. Oh, I forgot to build a fire truck. We'll do 2 of these is fine, and then I need more. Where's the technical services? Already maxed out. It's 5, right? So I guess that's fine. It reaches everywhere I need it to reach. Let's see. So the workers come in shifts, and there's no way to make them do multiple shifts, right? Like they're all either day or night, unless you have enough workers. If you have enough workers, then I think it can run 24/7. Is that how this works? Garbage is overflowing, but that's why we have this. But you need to have a mix for some unholy reason. Okay. Hello, Grimo. Good evening. Garbage containers overfilled. They need spirituality, but I can't give them spirituality. A lot of them aren't really educated. I think our highest you want the... Okay. Welcome to the finest Soviet realms. Come and enjoy your time here. It will be a glorious, peaceful time. Oh yeah, that's just ripping through it. Oh, there we go. The workers, they're doing their jobs. I love it. We're making so much iron now. I think they really do work in stages though, so I probably do need to have like enough workers for multiple shifts at a time, right? That way you can have it running 24/7. Also, I think this bus station's not big enough. I think we need to replace this with something basically like another platform. Get rid of this. Let's get rid of this real fast. So that redeem. So that, I mean, as long as you're having fun with the redeem, that's all that matters. I need to run power through, so gotta keep breaking the power lines. Okay, let's run this power line again. And then I'm gonna put a really big bus station. A bus platform would probably be most ideal. Cannot build due to infrastructure again. Getting cucked by the infrastructure problem. I think we just put it over here is fine. Actually, put it over here. I think this is okay. Make a left turn to get in, you make a right turn to get out. That's probably okay. Probably reasonable. And... oh my god. Let's go here. And then we'll put a path just like this. Good enough. It's not good enough. That's good enough, I guess. That's fine. Okay, so we gotta rebuild this, and I gotta go adjust that one line again. Okay. Because this needs to add this stop here. Accept the changes. That should affect all 8 vehicles. Perfect. Having to vent for your bedroom Leak cold air is great. Not to get a plus heater with no auto throttle and kind of strange sleeping does not happen. You need... Okay, you know, I actually have that issue sometimes too. I'm someone who likes to be cold at night when I sleep. However, during the winter, there is actually like a small leak in my window. And I've actually used it to my advantage where I'll put like a can of something that I want cold right next to it, and then the next morning it'll be basically a frozen slush that I can consume. But it does get very cold when it's snowing. Thankfully, it hasn't snowed in a while, and well, maybe like a week or two. I think the times are changing. We're entering the warmer seasons now. It's quite strange. Oh, that's really funny. So this actually produces more iron ore than this thing can consume. 56 tons for 120 per day. This thing produces... That's really funny. We actually have more iron than I can actually justify. So if I sold that iron, 300 would only net... That's not a lot of... You actually don't get that much value out of selling the iron is the biggest issue. The best thing to do is like research something to like maybe turn into steel. If you turn to steel, which will require coal, oh god, what would that be? So if I go to steel is essentially worth, oh my god, steel is worth, what is that? So iron is 2.34 tons, coal is 3, so at the cost of 5 rubles per ton, you can get about 113. Is that right? Let me see. This music's driving me crazy. I'm sorry. I'm muting this music. I'm gonna find something else. I don't want to listen to like this Soviet synthcore brain rot. I need something else. Let me see if I can find another OST to listen to. If you have the willpower to listen to that for many hours, you have more willpower than I can't. Let's see. What are we listening to today? What is a nice, relaxing, not that? That also is not going to get me picked up by the powers that be. You must go fight thermal demons. All right, have a good night, Entropy. Enjoy your rest. Let's see. Ragnarok Online. Victoria 3? All right, Victoria 3's OST is probably appropriate, right? Yeah, let's do Victoria 3. I know some people have been playing Victoria 3 again. I haven't touched it in forever, personally. It's a game that requires a certain mindset. At least Echo Ground Prime is getting there. It's just very slow. I don't know where to get them their spirituality place, though, is the problem. Generally, it seems like the citizens are mostly happy, because at least they're getting their food and alcohol. Maybe Russia Focus DLC. What DLC are they working on right now? Did they announce anything coming out soon? I have no idea. Vic 3 DLC plans. Because I remember the last one... I actually don't own all the Victoria 3 DLC. I think like the last one I bought was the Brazil one. Whatever that was called. The Sphere of Influence, I think was the last one I bought. But for example, I don't have the Pivot of Empire. I don't have Commerce, Iberian Twilight, National Awakening. I heard those are all really good ones, but I have not bothered buying any of them. Paradox games, I'm kind of like on the fence about buying more DLC for Paradox games right now, just because after what they did with the Hoi 4 DLC, which is kind of like, it's okay, but a lot of it's still not like really, really good. And it's just been like modders basically do the same thing but better. It's really making it not necessarily worth buying, if that makes sense, right? Like I look at it and I'm like, is this something I really want to buy, or is it just not even worth it anymore? Just because how janky a lot of this stuff is. Other than it's gonna be focused on naval power. You know what they need to do? Oh my goodness, I complain about this. CK3 needs a naval system. There is no navy system in CK3, and it's probably like one of the weirdest things about that game. It's so strange. I don't know why a game like that doesn't have a system about naval powers in an era where there's a lot of, you know, navy stuff happening. See, here's the thing. I don't think CK3 is a game that has issues. My biggest gripe with CK3 is that it's basically it's not a medieval kingdom simulator. It's a medieval bloodline simulator. And it feels a lot less it feels a lot less like a strategy game and more just like a role-playing game to me. That's how I feel that game plays out, and I don't know if I like that exactly. That's kind of like my biggest issue with it. It just doesn't feel like, if you want a strategy game, yeah, there's strategy aspects to it, but in the end, you're just like, I saw someone describe it as the medieval Sims. Also, hello, Tathor. I don't know why the throw thing didn't work. Here you go. Yeah, I saw someone describe it as medieval Sims for map nerds, and I'm like, yeah, that's true. Because I actually do like playing it every now and again, but it is, I can never bring myself to play a full timeline. Also, as someone who knows stuff about Catholicism, that game has like one of the weakest Catholic cardinal. There's like no cardinal system, for example, in CK3, and it's like, what's the point? You're making a game about the Crusades, but you don't even put in mechanics around, you know, what is arguably one of the most important institutions of that time period. Makes zero sense. They need to make a DLC for like Catholicism. Like, oh, they really need one. Otherwise, it just feels so empty and shallow. And it's like, what's the point? You went back to Manor Lords. How's the new update? I have not seen what the new Manor Lords update is, if there is one. This is such a weirdly designed neighborhood, but at least it functions. People are gonna be like, what is this music? This is not my funny medieval or Soviet music, because it's not. But yeah, also I can't. Uh-oh. I couldn't tab back into the game. You're gonna do trade and republics first, then they'll tackle religion? God, I hope not. I hope they do religion first and then the republic. And I think Ray basically said she doesn't play it because she wants to play merchant republics. But I don't know. Feels like they should probably do religion first. Like, they've done some interesting things. I know they're working on redoing like accolades. You know, like those knightly titles that you give to someone. I think that's really cool that they're making it a lot less finicky to manage. I think that's fantastic. So I can't wait for that update, and I'll probably play that when it comes out. What else can I do here? Trying to figure out like what I need to do next. Oh my god, you can quarry for gravel. Oh my goodness. Again, I hate this mechanic so much. This is probably like, okay. I'm gonna be real. Let me use the restroom real quick, and then I'll talk about this game after I return. In the meanwhile, you can gawk at how our beautiful citizens walking around the city like this. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. All right. So what are you saying here? Let's see. Let's say it feels like the same as before. It's nice that you can have AI on the map now. The AI is too stupid to colonize other regions. They claim that placed some pass, but nothing more. Crashed like 7 times? Fire makes the game like. Is it that bad? Okay. See, I have not actually played Manor Lords since I think the first week that the game came out, and I had been given the opportunity to try it. So it's been, last time I played was April 2024. So it's been a while. I'm hoping that at least there's more content updates. I remember at the time that mechanics such as like your personal retinue was a little shallow still, but hopefully it's gotten a little better. Hello, Zero. Yeah, we've got our own version of Soviet Umas. They're called horses, actually. Did you know that? They walk around and they haul passengers so that I can grab them because they're day laborers. Crazy stuff, I tell you what. Okay, so I really am annoyed by this vehicle. So it's full, right? This vehicle is completely full of people on it. Oh my god, wait, I can view it in first person? That's whoa, that's trippy. I do not like that. All right. But my biggest gripe is that despite being full of 16 passengers, you actually cannot see anyone on the vehicle. Like, the top seats are just empty. Why? Why? I don't know. I feel like I'm complaining a lot for the sake of complaining. I'm not trying to be mean. I think I'm just probably not having that much fun playing this, quite frankly. It's a Soviet city builder is the best way to describe it. There's a lot of Soviet shenanigans going on. So it's basically like a very much a planned economy, planned city builder. Rather than letting your city naturally develop its own economy, you have to be very much into being hyper specific about what your economy is all about. And that could be fun if you like that type of thing. What I'm learning very quickly is I may not like that very much. Actually, is like legitimately kind of the problem. There's no war. There can be disasters. I believe your economy can be affected whether or not like certain events like world wars will trigger. Prime example is that in order to make money, you need to export goods, right? So right now I'm primarily importing items, and so I'm losing a lot of cash month over month. However, you do have the option to export your production, right? So let's say I can go here, I can export, you know, iron ore or iron at 6 rubles per ton, which is not the worst. It's just not a very good conversion rate. We don't have taxes. Everyone works. We don't actually collect taxes. We only earn money through tourism or through exporting various things. Unfortunately, we are reliant entirely on imports right now. And apparently I cannot get the garbage out of this dang city. There's just like so much garbage hanging around. I just can't get it all out of here. It's too much trash. And so I've been playing for the past, you know, hour or 3 hours, trying to at least get a little better at this, but I am definitely struggling to figure out what else I can do to make this a little bit more bearable. I think I'm just learning that this game, it might not be for me. Maybe it's just one of those games I think I would be more comfortable playing on my own time and just not feeling like I'm under pressure as I'm streaming. I think that's kind of like the biggest thing. By streaming this, I'm putting myself under a ton of pressure to try to be really good at the game rather than just trying to let myself naturally learn and get better at it. And I think that's kind of where I'm struggling, if that makes sense. Put a flat there. Probably put a small building. Ooh, that's a little long. I'm trying to find something squarish like that. So we're adding more houses so we can get more people to work in here. Look at that. Look at these beautiful citizens walking around not knowing what's really going on. Goodness great, yeah, the garbage is full. I can't even get that garbage down. And then we started in 1920, so basically we don't have access to things like trucks. Oh no, everything is, I wish I was joking, everything is just it's all horses. Like our entire thing is mostly horses. Probably need to buy more horses. You can see these are the horse carriages dropping off employees or workers so they can go work in the mines, except I can't get the mines out because there's too much garbage and the garbage has to be extracted. So now I gotta go in here and put down a garbage collector. Probably just put a big one. Oh, that's annoying. That's annoying. Okay. I put this here. I think if I do this right. There we go. Hopefully that's connected to all these. Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Okay, so this is really obnoxious. This is actually considered too far from this waste bin. So it actually won't collect there. I don't understand the super arbitrary connection sizes. Okay, so if I move it slightly over, then it's enough. But I can't because it doesn't like it. I'm gonna have an aneurysm. Oh my god, I cannot get this to fit. It just will not want to connect in a way that I can use. Okay, so what if I do it like this? Just close enough. Put the big one in. And then... Oh my god, it just will not. It just refuses to put the actual trash bin down in a way that'll connect all of them. It will only connect to that one. I don't understand. That doesn't make any sense. It's because the road is too... I don't... It's still not connected. What the f... Oh, wait. Oh, that's why. This road's not connected. Okay. I hook it up like that. And then like that, maybe? Oh, thank God. All right, all the trash is actually connected now. Okay, so then this trash is emptying, I hope, and then it should go in here. And then that should solve our weird garbage problem. Actually produces way more garbage than I anticipated. I don't know. I feel like I'm like that. I'm sorry if I sound like super negative, but I'm just getting slightly more frustrated the more I'm playing this. Slowly going insane bit by bit. And I'm not trying to be mean. It's just where I'm at. Okay, so we can keep the iron train going if we just get more workers. There's a lot of workers without a job, but I don't know why. Citizens... They need urban transit platforms, too distant. Okay, so these workers can go wherever they want. I don't know, it depends on the city builder. I like city builders like City Skylines and Sim City, but this one is so incredibly granular that it just drives me crazy. So weird. I don't swear a lot on stream. Like, I only swear if like I'm absolutely like actually frustrated. Otherwise, I do try to keep the stream as, you know, PG-13 as much as I can. I did turn on a lot of pain settings, you're right. I mean, I think the game recommends, like, I think if you play on medium, they don't even require you to handle a lot of waste management. But I was like, screw it, let's just see what the game is like if I have everything turned on. And I'm like, I am very much regretting that decision. And that's obviously my own fault for making that choice, but... Oh. Plus, I think I'm still playing this with the mindset like I'm playing the non-early start version. So, actually having things like trucks. Yeah, I need to find a way to get workers around there 24/7, I think is the other issue. Maybe we just need more... We need to hire more workers. Yeah, let's... I think we can bring more citizens in here. Okay, so this one has enough room for... Okay, I think there's another village I can extract citizens from. Here we go. Extract them here. Perfect. Okay, so all of these housing blocks are full. They have nice, beautiful Soviet citizens living there. We're going to expand here a little bit too to get more people living. Let's turn on the grid. I will always follow the great and mighty grid. What we'll do is we'll go here, here. This can connect here. And again, I have no idea how to make a 90-degree angle here. Screw it, whatever, that's fine. How many houses can I build? Ooh. A lot of different variety. Oh, we could add like this kind of... Oh my god, this stupid grid is gonna drive me bananas. 56, this one holds... Okay, this one's probably okay. Probably do one here, one on the bottom side, and then could try to fit a small one here, maybe like a nice thin one. Ooh, yeah, you could fit a thin one there. Is there like a one that looks like a normal house? That's a little tight. Oof. Oh my goodness, we actually got one thing researched. Holy cow, it's a miracle. Distribution offices will allow us to autonomously schedule vehicles and manage cargo. Or we can learn tourism. 900 working days to research this. So the more researchers we have, that's less people, that's less time, that's fine. Okay, these are fine. Okay, good, because what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna... I'm hooked up to that, and obviously it's got garbage, which means I need to hook into garbage waste management again. Oh my god, waste management is... I am gonna go crazy if I have to think about waste management ever again in a video game. Oh my god. Wait, is that a thing I do in RimWorld? Do I have waste management turned on in RimWorld? No, right? That's not a thing in RimWorld, I hope. I don't think it was. I think I'm safe in RimWorld. Alright, I'm gonna put a alcohol kiosk. Oh shoot, waste packs. That's right. I forgot that's a thing. All right, yeah, you're right. Waste packs. That's the answer. Oh, I forgot about those. All right, we'll add a nice, beautiful asphalt road like here. Okay, to be fair, I think waste management and poop management are a little different. One is garbage, and the other is reusable materials that can be repurposed into fuel. Also, why is the game music quiet? That actually doesn't look too bad. Actually, you know what I should do? I should just see how far I can expand. Screw it. Let's just go hard on expansions. Let's see how much I can expand in our time. We'll add an alcohol kiosk. Like right... Ooh, you know, that actually doesn't look too bad. We'll add one right there. And then I should be able to add a grocery kiosk right there as well. Perfect. And then we should be able to connect it like this. Or not. Look at that. Wait. Okay, so the front door is that side. The back door, I guess, exists also for some reason. Okay, what else do I need? What else can I do to make them happy? Ah, sports ball. I will give them the joy of volleyball. Volleyball, the premier sport of the Soviet Union. Perfect. And then I will also give them the joy of... What else do they want? An indoor pool, so that they can acquire us gold medals in the soon-to-be Olympic Games. Yes, that's right. Olympic pools for our Olympic swimmers that we are absolutely not roiding up. We are absolutely not roiding up any of these people. Worry not. Oh, okay, there's, I forgot we need police stations now. There is crime amongst our brave citizens. We must find a way to handle these crimes. And so we will create the first Soviet police station. to ever exist. That's right. So police stations didn't exist until just now. We invented it. That's how good we are. That's way too big. Can I actually put this here? That'd be so great. Oh my goodness. It fits. Oh, it fits. All right. And we'll put in a horse-drawn police carriage. Oh my god. How many citizens are even in this town? Hold on. Nekograd Prime has... Oh my god, I need an accounting office? Alright, the state demands a city accounting office so that we can calculate exactly how many citizens are living in our wonderful town. So I'll just put it here. Hashire, umamusume. I don't know if that's like from the actual song or not. Put it like right there. Oh, perfect. Every city must have a beautiful accounting office. That's where I live. I live at the accounting office. We will invent Soviet Microsoft Excel. Didn't the Soviets have like their own... I remember reading somewhere. The Soviets had their own computer operating system at the time because they couldn't use, well, the American, you know, IBMs and all that stuff due to, you know, export controls and technological supremacy of the United States. And eventually the Soviets gave up and just switched to using the American ones eventually once they started opening up a little more. Something along those lines. I remember reading something about that and I'm like, wow, that's really cool, interesting stuff. I don't know how accurate it is, but I would believe that the Soviets had their own attempt at having some kind of operating system. It would make sense for them to attempt to have their own technology like that. Oh, that's too big. Alright, we'll do that. That's fine. Okay. Not enough. Oh, there we go. We have almost enough accountants. Okay, here we go. So, in our city, there is... People are fairly happy. The average lifespan is 72.8 and is slowly dropping even further the more I talk. There's 126 unemployed people and the average age is 27. 9 people escaped, whatever that means. That doesn't sound very good. Okay, that's ominous. I don't think there's enough educated people to keep this operating. We may need to grab more citizens from the nearby village. We're just gonna essentially delete this entire town of Irglia. I'm just gonna relocate them to Nekograd Prime. And they will be happy because I am giving them a wonderful place to live. I don't know the umamusume songs, I'm not gonna lie. Honestly, you know what? Hold on, I'm gonna decorate this. Screw this, we're just gonna go into decoration mode. Trees. Thujas. How big is this tree? Okay, it's a brush. Got it. I assume the trees will grow over time as well. Here we go. Let's add pine trees. I don't know how this works. Okay, so am I not allowed to increase the density of how much this is? Just gonna... I guess I can't plant individual trees. Unfortunate. Yeah, I think a lot of these would be nice for decorations, although I don't really need it. We can add a... I don't know. We can add a statue of Lenin, like right here. You want to play some tennis? You better gaze upon Lenin and his glory, question mark? I don't know. Actually, it probably makes more sense to put one up here. Nope. Alright, it's not gonna fit. And I may have broken the geometry of the game. Oh, shoot. Why do I keep breaking games? No matter what I do, something breaks. What is happening? The terrain broke. Oh, I can't smooth this. Oh no, that's just there forever. Alright. Alright. I have broken that forever. Unless I zoom, if I zoom out, it goes away. If I zoom in, it's back. That's not ideal. That's very strange. I'll put a statue of Lenin like right there. That's fine. The kids are gonna be playing on the playground right over here. with their very depressed looking sandbox and depressed looking slide as they gaze upon glorious Comrade Lenin gazing upon them. Without a job. Without a job. Can't. Oh, sicknesses. Oh, shoot. I only have a small clinic, don't I? Well, we do have a decent hospital. So maybe if we just add more ambulances, that should be fine. Okay. The thing is, now I should probably start selling the excess amount of material. This thing's not disposing fast enough. So yeah, I think at some point the next goal would be start offloading the iron, so at the very least we can make some income, because right now again our import costs are way too high, and we're basically not making any money. So 400 tons of iron would net you about, at current rates, 5 times, what did I say, 200? That's 1,000 rubles. It's not really worth it. I think it's better to just stockpile the iron until you can do something else, like make it into steel. I still have the horses, yes, we're still making horses. Or we have horses still. I mean, the city looks nice at least. It's getting there. Early start, you know, 1920s, that's kind of the hard part. I think, okay, I'm gonna be honest, I think Workers and Resources Soviet Republic is one of those games that I think works better as a YouTube video than it does as a live stream, quite frankly. The game's interesting. Like, I do kind of enjoy Workers and Resources when it's not this super early on in the timeline. Now, I get it's part of the whole developing over the eras type thing, but I don't think it's for me. I don't think it's for me. It's an interesting game, but I think I'd rather just play City Skylines and develop a more modern city. But it is a pretty title. Also, I will say, like, I don't know what they did to the engine, but I like the fact that I can see all these individual trees, and that they're all like individually rendered. Like, this game actually makes for like really pretty screenshots. Like, just look at that. You go over there, you can look at individual trees. I think it makes for a nice game with cool screenshots if you can do it. And Nekograd Prime, you know, it's small, but it's functional. It's just everything's expensive, right? For now. What do you think? You like our little small city here that we've slowly developed? How many people live here? There is 1,156 citizens living in the city, with an average lifespan that keeps decreasing every time I look at the number. Only 2 unemployed people, a bunch of babies, a bunch of children, 875 productive age. The schools could probably have more people in there if we really needed them. Probably the solution is just add more houses. Yeah, also the fact that we can't keep the iron mines working 24/7 is also a bit of an issue. God, yeah, the terrain. Okay, so it only breaks if I zoom in. As long as you don't zoom in, you can pretend nothing bad's happening. Yeah. I think I also need, like, just look at how other people build things. It's like inspiration is probably the other way to describe how I'm feeling about this. Okay. I'm honestly, hold on, try and mute on this. I'm really hungry and I need to eat something. Last time I ate was about almost 12 hours ago, and the only thing I ate was a Costco hot dog. So that gives you any idea of, like, how starving I am. That should probably give you an idea. So let's see, hold on, I wanna raid. You should probably eat too. Let's say you should eat too, Ray. Okay, I know. We'll raid Isin the vampire. That's fine. We'll raid Isin. Isn't a good lad, and he's playing something called The Looker. I have no idea what this game is, but maybe you'll have fun watching it. So thank you, Garm, for providing the DLC for early start. It's interesting, but it makes the game way slower than I think it needs to be, because to get to even the main part of Workers in Wrsr Soviet Republic, we'd have to play this for 40 in-game years to get to 1960, which is fun for a really long-term game, but not for these live streams. But I do appreciate it. Maybe at some point I will revisit Workers and Resources Soviet Republic, but I don't really have any intention of playing this in the near future on stream. But it is still kind of neat. And maybe we'll come back to it. Tomorrow we'll do something else. I have no idea what I'm doing yet. We'll do a poll or something. Or I'm just gonna be like, you know what? I feel like playing more Menace. Could be Menace. It could be anything else. Thank you for swinging by, comrades. I hope you enjoyed. I'm gonna go, I don't know, make some noodles or something, and then enjoy the rest of my evening playing more Rabbit and Steel. I finished Hard Extra, so I gotta go back and do it again, though, a few more times. All right, good night, goodbye. When TI, never.